made a remark about his own son, his own flesh and blood, and said, I don't even know what I would do if my son came back and said XYZ. And he lost a whole opportunity to host the Oscars. And I believe that tweet, it was a tweet, or was it a joke he said in a stand-up show?
It was a tweet.
Okay.
It was an old tweet.
From 10 years or something like that ago?
Yeah, a long time, like when he first like really got popping.
Okay.
Like really started going out and doing shows overseas and things.
And he lost an entire opportunity to host at the Oscars for that. But then they want to say it was in the past, but this is a live that apparently she did just 3 years ago.
Yes,
but it's also, y'all remember back in the day when Rick Ross had that in the song?
Yeah.
And he lost his Reebok endorsement.
So
and she has a deal with Reebok Classics, apparently, that just came out.
Exactly.
Well, to my knowledge.
Let's see if she's going to lose her.
And she's supposed to be casted in a movie that J-Lo is producing.
It's about... Right.
She's finna lose
which is
a lot
about strippers
of money.
doing something to men on Wall Street or something like that.
Oh,
so I personally went on J-Lo's page and I asked J-Lo a question.
Okay.
And I said, J-Lo, I would like to know, when it comes to you making your career decisions, the movies that you're going to be a part of, you know, things that you're going to do.
She's from Spanish Harlem too.
Do you, yeah, she is. Do you talk to your daughter about it? And now that you're getting ready to marry A-Rod, his daughters, because they're all your daughters now. So how do you explain to your daughter taking part in a movie with a woman that is accused of drugging and robbing men to fund her music career? So this wasn't even done to feed a baby. It wasn't done to keep the lights on, a roof over your head, or anything like that. It was done for an extracurriculum activity, a luxury activity at that, which is recording in the studio, but not just recording in any studio, because we know a bunch of dope studios out here in Houston that you can get in for less than $100 an hour. But according to her, she needed $50K to pay dope engineers because it costs money. So I asked J-Lo, I said, how do you explain this to your daughters, because they have no concept of the hood? They've never lived in the hood. So do you say that, oh, this is okay for people who are still living in the hood because of their circumstances? Do you say that this is not okay overall? Like, how do you explain the effect that this type of behavior has on the community at large, when you have 4-year-old girls coming on Instagram Live in their classroom saying that when they grow up, they want to be a stripper?
They is really on them, ain't she? She is not giving up. No, y'all touching. Cardi B, you touched something over here with her.
It's not just Cardi B. That's the thing. Like, my focus is not her, because Cardi is a new face in a game that's been going on for a long time.
That's true.
We are in March, which is Women's History Month. We had International Women's Day just a week or so ago. Right. And so my thing is that, why are you convincing yourself that it's women empowerment to say that, oh, men have been hypersexualizing us for years, men have been putting us in their music videos like this for years, now we're taking the power back? But that's like, if a man was calling you a roach in his music videos for years and putting you in his music video as a roach for years, now you're coming and proudly saying, I'm a roach, here I am, whoop, whoop, whoop. How are you not validating what he's been saying? If anything, what woman empowerment would be, or taking your power back in that dynamic, would be to show that you can make it, hit it big, without doing any of the things that this man has been saying that you've been doing. But instead, you have now taken the mic, and instead of being just the extra, the video vixen in the video, you look like the main video vixen out of all the video vixens in the video. So it's not about her. It's about.
Well, we gotta understand. I mean, I think it's about where you're standing at on the issue and stuff. And I think when she got into it, she was all about the money. She was chasing the bag.
Still all about it.
She's all about the money. She's not worried about. I mean, it's just like me and Vic and stuff. We come up here, we talk and stuff. He's more political. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't touch me, or don't touch my household. I'm worried about the problems that I have right here, than worried about what's going on all over here.
Right.
And it's like, where your focus at? She's focusing on, I'm gonna get my family out. I want to live a better life, so I'm gonna get it how I live it.
Can I say to that as you continue, I saw a video earlier where she's literally saying, y'all need to understand, I don't give a fuck about the state of hip hop. I don't care about no lyrics, lyrical content, none of that. I'm out here trying to get money. I'm trying to be climbing to the top of the charts and all this stuff like that. So when I hear someone say, you know, I'm not focused about what's going on out here, I'm just focused about what's going on right here in my home. You need to understand that when you send your kids out into the world, into school, even if you think you're controlling and regulating how they use their cell phones, when they get their cell phones, Instagram allows you to log on to the app with multiple accounts. So while you think your child doesn't have an Instagram.
Exactly.
She has a whole username that you're unaware of with followers and
I
content.
tell people all the time, not to cut you off, but I tell people all the time, kids listen more to their peers and the politics of where the school that they go to, the politics of school, the politics of the hood would dictate
more than you can.
More than what a parent can.
But you still that angel on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids, I have one's gonna be 23 and one's gonna be 21. And they told my kids are good. And they always said that shit, I was more worried about upsetting you or you finding out than anything. And to worry about being in gangs and worry about, I just found out they smoke weed now, but they old and shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? They were still hiding it from me, but that shows.
What I'm saying is not so much is about like the things that they do, it's about the mentality that ends up being developed. Right. Now it's good that, I tell people all the time, dads make the difference.
They do.
Dads make the difference,
really
especially when it comes to activity, like criminal activity that goes on. Dads make the difference.
Yeah,
you know
beat that ass.
And even on a woman's mentality, on how she views herself, how beautiful she feels, dads really make a big difference on that.
Exactly. Exactly. So a lot of this stuff, you know, but then we'll touch on that a little later on in the show. But back to what you were saying. That's right. The thing about Cardi B is, and a lot of people, you know, they don't understand about responsibility.
But I don't think
responsibility goes beyond your own personal.
Exactly.
It does.
Than what's around. Because once again, if you ever been to a concert, and we all been to a concert, people can say, whoever performing, hey, everybody put your hands up. Damn it, everybody put their hands up. Say, fuck this so-and-so. Then everybody say, fuck this so-and-so.
But if your mama was standing right next to you, they wouldn't be saying that.
They may say it, and they be like, "Oh,
I said it's certain ones." But
I'm just saying,
y'all make like, you see, I think that's where, you know what I'm saying. It's a line drawn, and people want to take shit too far. Y'all make artists like they politicians, and they're not. They are not politicians. No.
All the politicians is the person that's popular.
No, you cannot take because politician is you taking steps because you want to go to do stuff for the community and work for the people.
I think there's two different levels.
Artists can influence.
Because I can influence don't mean shit.
They can influence elections.
No, they don't mean shit.
Actors influence elections. People listen more.
I mean, that's just saying the quarterback of your high school should be a politician too. Because he influenced
because it's all
politics. That's the case.
Politics is nothing but popular.
Fuck that.
Popular belief.
That can steer.
That's the conspiracy.
That's all
shit.
it is.
I ain't signing up for that shit.
Why you think anybody can run for elected
Everybody
office?
can't run for certain things though. But what it comes down to is no.
I think that musicians are politicians in the court of public opinion.
They are, because they can push a narrative.
They don't mean
faster,
shit.
Stronger.
All y'all need to go jump off the bridge, like your mama say.
Why
you know what I'm
think,
saying?
Okay, why you think people
you can't hold these people up to that. You can't hold these people up to that because these people don't have no responsibility. They do not have a responsibility towards the community.
If you're not prepared to handle the responsibility towards the community, you don't need to rise to that position where your actions are affecting.
That's why we need, you know what I'm saying? People need to have more control over their fucking households. And that's what's happening. Parents, look at it. Us not even finishing.
Single parent.
I don't give a fuck. I was raised in a single parent household. My mom wasn't busting it open at 40 at 35 and all of that.
You were young in a different time. This time that we're in, this cell phone is just doing numbers.
Cell phone was TV. The computer, let me finish. No. The computer was nothing but TV when we was raised. Because you're saying TV raising your kids. How many have you heard that when you growing up? Because we were looking at HBO. We you know what I'm saying? When TV and cable became in everybody's houses, we was able to see what was going on all over the world.
But I mean, look at how much TV has changed. Because when we were younger and even
See,
before
that's
that, the
cop
kind
out.
of content that was put on TV was
Exactly.
controlled.
It was
Like they used to
controlled.
blur out, bleep
It
out.
was controlled.
Now pretty much everything goes. You can
It's
see a lot of
controlled.
sexual content
People-
even on standard channels and things
Because
like that.
You can
because
see-
of
you can
the
go
you know
to
why?
Twitter.
You
Because
can
of the people grew up. The people that you know why? Because when we was at that age, we didn't see it was a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? When Too Short came out with, you know what I'm saying? When you know, all the songs were cussing and stuff, we played all that. We liked all that. We accepted all of that. So now that we're in the part, we're in this,
And we're the
in this-
problem.
yeah. Now we're in the spotlight and we can
I
say
know, but
what's
we're the
good and
problem.
what's bad.
But we're the
This is
problem.
what was good for us growing up. And it was okay because I ain't go out there and kill nobody, even though I was listening to all
You
that.
didn't, but others did.
That's other people's problem.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. It's just the same difference between Cardi B and Jennifer Lopez. Cardi B saying that I had to go out there and get it. Growing up in Spanish Harlem and stripping everything, it's millions, thousands of girls in Spanish Harlem that didn't go to that strip club, that didn't go start robbing people,
Right.
that has the same opportunity that she had, that's making
So,
it and
that's
stuff
the
like
message
that.
to go and rob people and hit the strip
I
club.
didn't say that
you
was the
can
message. I said, you
hit
know
a
what I'm saying?
Grammy.
That was her choice. That was the bad choices that she made and stuff. I made bad choices in my life. We all have made bad choices. That probably, you know what I'm saying? We all took some penitentiary chances. It's just some of us has got away with it and others. She's one of the ones that got away and stuff. And like I was thinking earlier, I feel that she should get caught up with this shit. You know why? Because I feel that it'll be a lesson to all these Instagram and all these Facebook, this social media about snitching on yourself. On public, you know what I'm saying, on social media, because that's a big problem now. People are starting to get caught by snitching on themselves. They're their own, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I
See
mean,
it?
well, you're right, but people always snitch on themselves. They just said it to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, we
You know what I mean?
we always told somebody
Yeah,
else
yeah,
and they can go,
yeah.
But now
you
they
still-
telling the world.
But that's the main thing. That's he say, she say. That didn't stand up in
You're
court.
right, you're right,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
right.
Now that you said that you
And
did
it's
this,
recorded.
it's recorded, and you know what I'm saying? Now this can stand up in court. You know what I'm
True,
saying?
true.
She need to be brought up on charges on this, just like anybody else.
I'll say
when
this.
they
I
can
feel
drop
like
'em.
people do things, like you said, everybody has a past and things have happened that you could have got caught up and locked up with. But I feel like there's a difference when you've done things and your growth is evident. The change is evident. This girl
How
has
many drug
not-
dealers we know that, you know what I'm saying, that's banking now and doing right now? Snoop Dogg, he was a gang banger. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to what?
Well,
Snoop Dogg need
he's
to take
still a
his bitch
gangbanger.
ass away then,
He's still a
because he
gangbanger.
was doing all this bad shit and everything like that, and got to the point where
He's
he
never
was
been
at.
to jail.
No, he went to jail. Though.
He went to jail for that murder case,
No,
but he
no,
beat it.
He had a dope case. He had a dope case. We went
You
to
know what I'm
trial
saying?
before he
Jay-Z,
made it. Yeah.
married to Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? He talked about he was selling dope and everything and all
But
that.
selling drugs,
It was
and
acceptable.
and
It was
just-
acceptable then. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
no,
White folks
no,
can say,
no,
we
no.
need to stop talking all
No,
hip hop,
because-
and all they talk
no,
about
because
is
Jay-Z-
pimping hoes, selling
But
drugs,
Jay-Z
and making
did
money.
take some flack though. He did get
He
he did get flack.
That
for-
nigga didn't get no flack.
He
got,
did
you
get
know
some
what I'm saying?
flack. He got flack for it, but the thing is, selling drugs and drugging somebody
Two different things.
is
Yes.
this is two different things.
That's why but the main thing is what I'm saying is, it's, you know what I'm saying, tomato. That's basically what it is, tomato. Bad is bad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to put, sin is a fucking sin.
It
You
is.
Bad ain't
know what I'm
bad.
saying? Sin is a fucking
But in
sin.
the court of public
Bad ain't
opinion, apparently
Bad ain't bad.
there's degrees to the level
No,
of bad.
because
Here's
it
the
depends,
degree.
it depends on
as
your
I
peers.
was pulling up here, I just literally heard other radio personalities talking about, but Cardi's gonna come back from this. You know, she's a survivor. And
It's
this
the
and
peers. It's the peers.
What?
You're hearing that on 97.9 and
And just like you
93.7.
said,
But if you
right.
turn into those white stations, they not riding for Cardi B because they don't ride for her. They don't
That.
care
That's
about her.
crazy.
Because
though.
their
That's-
standards are different than the standards of 97.9.
like you said, if you think about it, the top artist, and if it was Slim Thug that came and
Yeah.
said, "Oh yeah, at the start of my career, I was drugging, rich women and, robbing them for everything they had, and I used that to invest in the studio time so I can be where I'm at today." They would not be like, "Oh, well, he's gonna survive from that," and this. I think it's just because he's at the
Yeah,
top of his
that's-
career, people are hating on him.
But
And
it's-
come on now,
yes, but it
everything that's
is.
said that's
All
the
these-
truth cannot be looked at
The
as
thing
you
is,
hating.
But how
on
many
there are
times-
levels to bad.
Yeah,
They're
but
all
no,
levels
because
to
how many
bad.
times have we heard these artists talking about all the bad shit they did before they got on?
Selling drugs is not bad, it's just illegal.
Oh shit. We're gonna go ahead into this next song, y'all. It's since 16.
Hey.
It's my bad, y'all. So text 101 Jam. Let's go. And that's the reason we have problems right now, because people got standards of what's bad and what's not bad.
This drugs in this cup I got.
Oh, look what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? God,
Motherfucker made me drop my damn drink.
I ain't make you drop it. You dropped it.
We taking a music break, y'all.
He didn't bring my keys back, did he?
Nah, he put them on the table. Dog. But no, it's levels to bad. It's levels to bad. Yeah, it was certain shit you did you didn't get an ass whooping for.
That's not a problem.
You did get an ass
no, it's just when they feel like whipping your
ass. No, it's levels to bad.
That's the problem.
So what you saying is child molesters.
Huh?
Child molesters should be looked at differently
On the same
than a
level.
motherfucker robbing somebody.
He's saying the same. He said it's all the same.
No, it's not. It's levels to
Yeah,
bad.
I think so too.
It's levels to
It's
bad.
never bad, but I don't think when you know what I'm saying.
It's levels to bad. You got bad, you got evil.
True.
Straight up.
Not bad, it's bad.
I think it's evil to lure a man that wants to have sex with you back to a hotel and rob him. And the internet is creating the narrative that, oh, it was a mark. He wanted to pay her for sex. She never said that.
Which bring us back to this.
She never said that.
But think about it. What if a man say, well, she came to my house at 3 in the morning. Bitch, you know what time it is. Come off that ass. See, that'd be the same. You understand me? But if a man say that, no.
Right.
No,
Just
no
because
man,
we're being
no,
there,
yeah.
right.
Okay, so just because y'all negotiated something, that's even worse. Because it's fucking up the whole game.
Get your ice.
It is.
It's fucking up the whole. It's fucking that up too.
Man, that's the problem now. The problem now is people making excuses for shit.
But
Prostitution is bad.
Prostitution ain't bad.
When women gotta sell pussy to make some money,
wrong with a woman
that's bad.
selling her pussy. That's her body.
There is something wrong.
See,
people like him.
It's her body.
It's people like him that make everything bad and stuff.
So are you pro-abortion?
No.
You believe that every woman that gets pregnant should have the baby and not have the right to abort it?
Me, myself, I don't believe in abortions. That's why I have 7 fucking kids. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But to be fair, you were not in position as a man to make
but
that
I do believe that, I believe now to a point, I believe that if you want, I had, you know what I'm saying, one person did have an abortion and stuff, it was on her. I don't push it. A lot of these kids, I ain't want, but you know what I'm saying, the mamas chose to keep them and I support it and stuff like that.
So now that's probably what has shaped the love that you have for them.
I feel that just like the women, I think a man should be able to sign his rights over if he don't want to have that child.
I believe that too.
Yeah, I believe
that because women can make the decision that I'm not ready for a kid.
Yeah.
I don't
want to be with this nigga and all this other
go to
shit.
jail behind it. Yeah,
right.
That's true.
I'm
That's very true.
Now me, I'm conservative. But I ain't gonna lie. Some people just shouldn't have children.
Call in, y'all, 713-575-9607.
So if a chick was like,
facts.
She want to have an abortion, please do. So your kid won't shoot my kid. I'm just being honest. I ain't gonna lie. Please do. So your kid won't shoot my kid. Straight up, man.
It was a girl that had commented on my page today, and she was like, the problem is that it's Cardi B's that was raised by Cardi B's that are having Cardi B's.
That's true too. There's no more big mama.
Yeah.
No more big mama.
There's
no more that cool
ain't like
you
my
know,
mama.
you had the cool ain't will let you do so much.
Right, but she's still gonna check your ass. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
it's just right and wrong.
And then there's no community raising neither. You can't say nothing to these little bad
because everybody's like, that's that over there. I'm worried about this right here. There's no more community raising in that regard either.
And we're back. Texas 101 Jams. It's your boy Go Getter.
And it's your boy Negro Capitan.
And
man.
it's Bebushka.
Special guest, y'all. She came in to speak on this topic with us.
Man.
Because I love you guys.
It was perfect too. She came right in perfect because I too know one of them had a car wreck, so she's without a car until next week. The other one, I don't know what she's up to.
I'm here to hold it down for the ladies.
She say that's what I thought.
Like, I would give if I had it, you wouldn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
But back to Cardi B and the whole thing.
like we were saying before the break and everything, there is levels to bad, but bad is bad.
Wrong is wrong.
Wrong is fucking wrong.
Facts.
And if you believe in the Bible, what you know what I'm saying, the people who start doing different stuff are the ones that don't believe in the Bible and everything that. So it's quick for them to question on everything when we're going by the regular rules. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, no sin is, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of what I've noticed on the internet is people who are avid Cardi fans and support her, their clapback always involves shut the fuck up and cursing you out. It's nothing intellectual. It's no reason, no logic behind it. It's not, you know, boom. Then I've seen a plethora of different responses. So we talked about, it's in the past. And I addressed that by bringing up Kevin Hart and how he lost the Oscar opportunity.
And Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. Another one that I've seen online is, that's just how it goes in the hood, in the streets. Everybody know that the hood life, the street life is vicious.
Acceptable. You make it acceptable.
You make it acceptable. So another one I've seen is hip hop culture is to discuss heinous crimes that you've committed. And so rappers putting it in their song. See, the thing about hip hop culture that's been said, that's been known, is that it was an outlet for people to express the struggles that happen in the hood. Okay. And so with that being said, you never knew if what was being said was really the experience of the rapper telling the tale or something he was privy to or something that he saw. You know what I mean? So that's how that goes. And so when you coming on live and making a confession, you're not putting it in a song. You take away that allure that hip hop culture has been known to have of, oh, wow, is this really something that the rapper did? Or is this just a tale he's telling because it's hood tales?
Exactly.
So people were saying that, no, this is a confession. This is not something that you put in a song. You're confessing to multiple felonies and you need to be held accountable.
Yeah. And a lot of that, it goes back to the 90s with
y'all parents messed up. That's what happened. That's all it come down to. Hey, but we have a special guest in the house, y'all. We have our second special guest in the house. We got that girl Diamond White in the house. Turn the mic around.
Hey. How are y'all?
Just fine.
I'm good, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right. You call me honey.
This is one of my many Instagram wives. I support. Yeah, my Instagram friends. I love them.
That's right.
And we see each other only on Instagram. We never met outside of Instagram. Or she came up here before.
Yeah.
But I don't be out like that and everything. But it seems like she be all over y'all. You see her Instagram?
I'm from Houston. I just don't be out here like that.
She's gonna be in Dubai and all the different places.
Yeah, I just got back in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
International.
What's going on? I see we talking about the Cardi B. What do you think about it?
We're talking about society as a whole and the effect that this sort of thing has on the community and things like that. So it's not just about her because she's a new face in a game that's been going on for a long time. So that's just what it is.
So what's the question specifically?
How do you feel about, hearing that a woman is coming out confessing to drugging and robbing men to pay for studio time and dope engineers? Are you in support? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's in the past, so let it ride? What do you feel about it?
I absolutely don't agree with any of it.
Preach.
I think it's grimy.
Preach.
I don't think it's a hustle. I think it's lazy. I know a lot of hustlers, and I know people that hustle to get to where they need to be. And I don't think that drugging and robbing anybody has ever become a hustle. That's lazy.
Facts.
Hustle to me, go sell some T-shirts and CDs out your trunk. And me personally, I don't even think that it was done to pay for studio time because in my understanding, she wasn't even rapping at that time. She was stripping.
Yeah.
So that doesn't even make sense to me. But that's just my opinion.
But like we were saying, between the difference, I think the difference between, like I said, the artists talking about I sold drugs to get here and everything like that. I mean, hers was more of grimy and sneaky. I'm drugging you.
Mhm.
I ain't out here
Yeah.
selling drugs and you choosing
Yeah,
to come
yeah.
by and I just
Right.
make it
That's
in.
what I said to
I'm
somebody
under.
earlier today.
I'm
Absolutely.
trying to fuck over you.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
fucking over
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm trying. That's
Yeah.
the whole. Her shit was fuckery. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm trying to
Absolutely.
fuck over you.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the same thing with rape or anything
Right.
like that. It's
That's
just
the
the
exact
fucking
same
over,
thing.
Right.
taking. It's like not giving person the
Chance
opportunity,
to-
the chance to say if I want it or not.
Right.
Exactly.
And to me, I feel like if that is your character, that shows your character, me personally. Because if you will do that for, like, people are out here in the streets that are selling dope and selling CDs out the trunk of their car because they trying to survive. Hustling was a way to survive for people that didn't have the proper education or couldn't get the right jobs or whatever. And hustling was a way to provide for their family.
Right.
You're telling me that you stooped this low to pay for studio time?
And she probably already made a rack off inside the strip club.
Right.
Like 50,000.
Right.
I was
Ain't
like,
nobody
what
spending
studio
50, like,
you?
what studio you going to?
Exactly.
They said payola.
But then not only
That's
that,
the studio.
I don't. This is what I don't understand. I do not, and this ain't got nothing to do with Cardi B. This is any female rapper.
Facts.
If you are sleeping your way to the top, you're not paying $50,000 in studio time. That's the
Facts.
point of fucking. I don't understand it.
Right.
That don't make sense to me. Them two
Yeah,
things don't
yeah.
go together.
It's a lot of things that are contradicting each other because another video came out where she was saying like, man, I realized when I walked into my closet I had this shoe and this shoe and this bag and this and that, and then in my bank account I only had $2,000, and in that moment I realized like my priorities was all messed up.
Yeah.
So I started tucking money aside.
But y'all know Cardi B is an ignorant gutter bitch.
But that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the
problem.
point.
That's the
She
thing. Y'all
said
shocked.
she literally
No,
said
but
I
read
started
that.
tucking
I
money
said,
aside.
Who is shocked? Why is anybody shocked? This is the.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Money does not change your character. It does
Mm.
not change your integrity. Matter of fact, money enhances the
What's
asshole
already
you
there.
already are.
Right.
So just because you go and get a bag, you go get some new teeth, you go buy ass and some titties, and I'm just speaking on general,
Right.
anybody,
Right.
that does not change who you are.
Right.
So it's not like, oh, this is me. Like you just don't change. That's a type of person that you are. Like that is
Yeah.
integrity. That's something on the inside.
Right.
You can fix
Yeah.
a person up on the outside, but when your inside is fucked up, you're just
Right.
a fucked up ass individual. It don't matter who
And
you
that's
are.
where she is. She's a gutter
And I
bitch.
don't understand why anybody is surprised. Like
I'm not.
this is
Well,
what she
well,
was from the beginning.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because the people that's really just coming along, they don't know about Cardi B.
Right.
When
Like
Cardi
I never
B, like I told you
knew
earlier
about
in
her
the
before
show,
Bodak Yellow.
before she started rapping, or before she got on
Love and
Love and
Hip
Hip Hop,
Mhm.
she already had this big following, and she was stripping, and that's when I started following her then,
Okay.
right? So I knew she was grimy, like I knew.
Mhm.
But think about the people who just now coming along who, because she's comical, she's funny. You know, she all that shit, right?
Mhm.
So she's funny, so people like that. Like she has an engaging personality. So it could be shocking to people
what
who
I
just
think it
coming
is?
along.
I don't even think people are shocked. I
Mhm.
think because I don't think anybody really, it's hype. That's what the label is supposed to do. The label is supposed to put together this image and sell it. That's what marketing is.
Yeah.
Like everybody, you've seen somebody on Love and Hip Hop,
Mhm.
and then the label comes and gets you and then completely alters everybody's perception of you, which is why when you go to this person's particular page who once had 20,000 posts, now we're down to 25 posts.
Right.
Because now we've had to delete our entire life. See, one thing about a past, no matter what you do, if your past is your testimony, then that's just what it is.
Mhm.
See, everybody has a past, but my page, like later on, 10 years from now, you'll be able to go still look and see those same pictures.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of
Where you
where I
grown from.
come from.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm a
Yeah.
rapper. I slept in a car. I was homeless. I grinded. I ain't never slept with nobody in this industry. I ain't never robbed nobody in this industry. So there are other ways to do what you have to do. And I don't think fucking over anybody is ever acceptable. I don't care who it is. Nobody gets a pass for that.
Shots fired. Shots
You're right
fired,
about
y'all.
that.
Go ahead.
Because
Go
I
ahead
ain't
and
gonna
get your
lie,
song
I
right
do
so we can
not
get to a
respect that
song
shit.
right
I ain't
quick.
gonna lie, I don't respect that Robin shit at all.
Yeah, I don't respect that Robin at all. This is my new single. It's called Shots Fired. It's crazy that we're airing it today on this show because it's not even geared towards any one person specifically. But yeah, shots fired. It names itself.
You heard it here, y'all.
Let's
Text
get it.
1 Gems. Let's go.
What's up, Karen? What's up, Benita? What's up, Adrian?
Glad y'all made it.
What's up, Jamie?
Hey, how you doing? All right.
What's up, Adrian, man? What's up, Monica? Appreciate y'all, man.
I've heard some of your music.
What's your Instagram?
Try to hold a player back, but I'm coming. From the vision, looking at the finish line, I see money. Soon as I heard the gunshots, I started running. Now where they make these new niggas at?
Off the record, what y'all think about have y'all met
Megan?
Man, y'all fucking up hip hop, and y'all belong in rap. These are the
She don't want to speak on it.
I'll speak on it because you know me, I'm not. To me,
I
it's
think-
all the same thing. I haven't met
Yeah,
her.
look what she look.
I haven't met her, but it's all the same.
I think hip hop, it's just about, I think, like I said, what it came down to, a lot of people now starting to look at hip hop as politicians and lyricists and stuff like that. That's not what a lot of people are. This shit is entertainment. And when you try to make
Hip
it
hop
into
or rap?
Rap is fucking hip hop. Hip
Yeah, I
hop
think it's hip hop. Hip hop has a culture. Hip hop has an
Hip-hop came around
expectation,
rap.
and then
Hip-hop-
rap.
Hip hop is what somebody tried to, you know what I'm saying, it's the offspring of rap.
No,
So,
hip
yes, it
hop
was.
is the daddy, and rap is
No,
the
because it
offspring.
wasn't called hip hop until it was called rap first.
No.
Yes, it was. It was not hip hop. It was rapping first, and then they went to breakdancing and the pain and all that.
Run
That's when it
DMC?
came hip hop.
Cool Hearts.
Hip hop was
Cool Hearts,
basically the
73.
culture. Rap was just naming what the
They're
artistry
doing.
of
Yeah.
the culture.
Hip
Hip
hop
hop
like
was the culture. Yeah.
breaking, graffiti.
Yeah, the clothes, all that whole style, like hip hop is first, and then rap came later, and then trap came after rap.
Right. But
Y'all say
The whole criminal aspect and all that shit.
It was storytelling at
It's
first.
WA
Like,
made that shit hot. It is what it is.
it was
They made
storytelling.
gangsta shit hot. Ice-T, he was like,
I'm even cool with gangster shit.
Ice-T was like first.
Luring on
Opportunity.
smashing them and robbing them as gangster. That's some whole shit.
Right.
That's a
Well,
different
she didn't even say she fucked.
No, she did say that she did. They
She
was
said she
having
fucked?
threesomes with him. Yeah.
Nah, she said that's how she get back to people with the
No, the
threesomes
girls-
with
Oh,
the tranny.
No, but even the girls came out, like the girls that she was having threesomes
Oh, that
with, the
was,
whole
she did,
thing.
that
Yeah,
was.
so they were sleeping with
Yeah.
the people.
Yeah, that was.
Like,
She
you
did.
not, I mean, I don't even understand that.
And
Like,
then robbing them.
your vagina
This
should
nigga
hold
got
its
some.
own way. You shouldn't have to rob
He
nobody.
didn't go all the way out.
Right.
Huh?
It's crazy. Nah, you right. It's
Nigga
all
got
right.
something. He ain't go out. He didn't lose all the way.
Right, right. But
But I can't lie, y'all. I was one of the men she robbed back in the day and stuff. I got this lawsuit I'm finna file now. And shit,
You
I
got
wish,
robbed. You
I
still
wish
searching
that I'll
for
be
that
filing a
Let me be
lawsuit
your
on her ass.
psychologist
You
because
still
we're gonna also get punitive damages for you know what I'm
Hey.
saying, the pain and suffering that you were
Dr.
causing.
White just came out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody just got that PhD too. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that
Yeah.
bag.
Say your news break right now.
Yeah, let's get that bag.
It's for all the Cardi lovers, y'all. Just entertainment, music, and that's what it is. I don't look at these people as politicians.
Music,
ain't
music
entertaining.
is supposed to be entertaining, but when it gets to the point of pure fuckery, it's no longer entertainment.
not. You
Like,
can
as a
choose.
artist, I don't even listen to that shit.
Then you can
There's so many
choose
artists
to
out
go
there
away.
that I don't even listen to that shit
Let me
because
tell
it's not entertaining at that point. It's some bullshit.
The Cosby Show was entertaining. It was a document that I read. But he said he wanted to become a doctor because he saw Bill Cosby. as Dr. Hustle. This shit is not just entertainment, bro.
It's entertainment,
Yeah.
dog. But it's not politicians, though, dog.
No, what I'm talking about, political.
Niggas want to be
No, you
pilots
can
by
influence
seeing
politics.
planes. They ain't know the
You can
motherfucking
influence-
pilot that's
Why do you
doing it.
think politicians use
The influence.
It's influence. It's influence. It's
But
not
I'm all
Why you
for
think
the
politicians
positive
use
shit.
it?
I got a problem when these little girls now feel that they all
Why
have
do you
to be
think?
stripped
Why do
and
you
naked.
think? Wait a
That's
minute.
my
Wait a
problem.
minute.
I just said that right before you got
Why do
here.
you think
But
It's
Why do you
like
think
4-year-old
Turner?
girl that came
Why do
on
you think
Instagram
Turner
Live.
keep
She
giving
was
these
in her
rappers
classroom. She said
proclamations?
when she grows up, she wants to be a stripper.
Why do you think Turner?
No, you don't.
4 years old.
No.
Serious?
Why do you think Turner keep giving these rappers proclamations?
It's not politics.
It's
Because
the
he's
same.
re-election. Because re-election is coming up.
He's politicking, but they're not
But
gonna
he's
make him a
using.
politician.
But he's using rappers. Why he using
We
rappers?
use rappers, shit. We using Cardi B right now, shit.
No.
In the
No.
entertainment
For
What?
gain.
Entertainment.
Using
For
for
gain. Political gain.
Like, we political game too. Everything is a fucking
Using,
game.
you said using her for what?
For a conversation. I mean, the conversation, us talking on the radio.
No, but we're talking about
it's
politics.
entertainment.
I'm talking about
politics.
one
But see,
specific
To
thing.
me, this
But
is
that's
not
what-
about her. This is
I
a conversation
post
that
that
we
shit.
had.
What
We
hip-hop
politics.
is, that's
We
what
politics
I
and post that shit and got two.
They make it relevant or bullshit. It's nothing positive about it. It's nothing. She's not being talked about. It's never anything positive. It's never nothing
Let me tell you
positive.
something. Turner gave her that proclamation. They gave her that shit when Cardi B was there. Because one, he needs the Hispanic vote. He needs the Hispanic vote. He needs the hood to vote for him. That's why he giving every rapper a proclamation. Oh, you got a day. You get a day. You get a day.
Political clout chasing. One, number two, and let's just keep it gangster. It's a million. I know a bunch of goddamn ex-stripper hoes here in Houston that if that's the qualifications to get a day, it's a bunch of little nasty bitches walking around here could have got a day already. If that's what we doing. If we giving days for ex-stripper hoes, it's a bunch of hoes out here that should already have a day. Let's just keep it 100. I'm just saying.
Hey, and we're back. Texas one-on-one jams. This your boy Go Getter.
And it's your boy Negro Capitan, man.
It's Bebushka.
She girl diamond white chicken in.
And we live, y'all. How y'all like the new setup for the Sex and the City wins now this time?
Man, first of all, I do want to acknowledge these beautiful chocolate sisters.
What
So
top
sweet.
for the brown skin for the
You know
win.
what I'm saying?
Thank you, honey. I
So
appreciate
sweet.
it.
But you know what's funny though about that though? This whole color thing, just to get off the subject for a little bit. The whole color issue, right?
Light skin
It's real.
wins.
I don't.
It's real.
When I was
Brown
growing
skin
up,
for the
when I
win,
was
baby.
growing up, you always seen light skinned dude with dark skinned chicks, dark skinned dude with light skinned chicks. Or am I tripping?
You tripping like always? You
So how
you
was
your
it also?
conspiracy.
How was it also? when you
I
come
used to
up?
like light skinned girls for so long and stuff with the curly hair and shit.
So you was a light skinned dude with a light skinned chick?
light skin,
So we didn't
light
have that
skin.
in
You
Houston.
know what I'm saying?
Every dude I've ever talked to, like his preference is usually light skin. Like every girl that he's, like all his exes are usually like light skin.
Is he a
And
dark
you
skin?
were
the
Is he a brown
exception.
skin or dark skin brother?
Either way, like
Cause of-
every guy that I've ever talked to, their ex be light skin.
Mhm.
Like
I mean, all mine brown now and stuff because I got
And then I
older
come
and got
through
to
with
that
come
body.
through with the
Light skinned girls don't have that body like you know what I'm saying. And if she do have that body, her head is so
Well,
swollen.
light skinned chicks normally they'll have the
They
body,
cute.
but they don't have that muscle structure. I guess I want to say
They do.
that structure don't be the same.
No, they got the.
I'm gonna tell you what it
I'm
really is.
all down for a pretty light skinned chick. I just don't like when she's deemed pretty just because she's light skinned. Because there's some girls out
Ugly
there
ass
that's
light-skinned
not
girls.
even pretty, but she
Right.
just light
Right.
skinned, and
Right.
so it's like, oh, she's pretty. No, she's just light skinned. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, we ain't doing that coming up.
You know, my
You would-
assistants are pretty light skinned. I know some pretty light skins,
Like
but
if
I'm
you
not we not just gonna give them a pass because they light skinned. That's not right.
Damn.
The prettiest chick I ever seen was brown. She was brown.
He's a hater.
That's the prettiest chick I ever seen.
Who's the pretty chick?
The prettiest chick I ever seen, physically seen, she was brown skin.
Who was she? A physically seen?
Where did I physically?
You haven't left your area, so that's fine. We go with light skin up north.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen some, attractive light skinned women. Don't get me wrong, but
The most attractive woman
I
that
was
you
brown.
have seen in the world, not just face to face.
No,
What
like,
color?
like
I'm asking you.
brown
It
skin.
just in your eyes, it seemed.
I was in
Who
Dominican
was?
Republic
I'm not
and she was
asking
brown
that.
skin.
Now I want to answer my question because
What you
who's
ask?
the most beautiful woman now?
I don't know the woman's name.
Nah,
I was
who
in
now
DR.
have you seen? This
Mhm.
is one that you saying personally have seen with your own eyes that you can touch. But the ones that who you consider is the most beautiful woman in the world right
Oh,
now?
Sade, man.
Light skin for the win.
Sade not light skinned though.
Well,
She is.
She's not yellow.
She's
No,
she's
not.
full mix, nigga.
She's not
She
yellow.
is.
She's the definition of light skin, nigga. Bop,
she
you
is.
know what I'm
Sade's not
saying?
yellow, man.
Yes, she
Yes, she
is.
is.
You need me to
Do we
pull
need to
up?
Google
Man.
her?
Sade is not yellow.
She is
Yes,
absolutely
I
yellow.
No, she's not. And y'all not
She's
gonna.
beautiful, but she's absolutely
She's
yellow.
not yellow.
Yes, she is.
What color
God
is she?
damn it. She ain't yellow.
Yes, she is.
No, she's not.
What? Okay, we're going to Google the pictures.
That's not yellow.
What color is that?
She brown skin.
Stop.
Nah,
She my color.
This nigga
brown
politics. He's a
skin.
politics. He don't
She's no darker than you.
Look, she is dark.
She's
She,
lighter
darker
than
than
her.
her.
she's lighter than her.
She ain't that much lighter than
Look at
Bebushka,
that.
man.
Yes, she is. It's
That's-
just these
she right.
pictures.
That's the makeup of the pic. Man, goddamn it. What I say?
Look at her right there. No makeup.
No, that's the lighting though, man.
Nigga, please. Look at the lighting.
That
All.
woman is
And
not
she got
yellow.
definitely
light
got makeup
skin
on.
still
Yeah,
is
she
beautiful.
said
That
no
woman
makeup.
not yellow,
She
man.
pointed at that
She
picture and said
is
no
it.
makeup. She definitely
Okay,
has
well,
makeup.
Yeah,
Felicia
lipstick.
Rashad
My
is
lipstick
okay.
and
Well,
everything.
Felicia Rashad is the second one. Goddamn it, and she ain't
She
yellow.
Felicia is beautiful.
Light
She
skin.
looked like Felicia in this one
Felicia
right here.
Rashad ain't yellow.
Light skin. She
Yes,
can
she
still light skin
is.
too.
She's not yellow,
She's
man.
On the
caramel.
Cosby Show, she was like,
She's-
No, she
she's
wasn't.
caramel.
listen.
Well, how you ain't got them bright ass kids? Because she was a light skinned one.
She was
To brought the
caramel.
light back into it.
Shades now.
She's
But-
caramel.
But back when I was a
Exactly.
little
On
girl,
Viv-
you had
on
you
Viv
either
was light skin.
or dark skin.
Not-
Yeah,
not-
on Viv was yellow.
Viv was
The
yellow.
one that took,
Yeah.
the one that came in
Yeah.
after the dark.
She
one,
light skinned. She was
Nah,
lighter
she
than
yellow.
Claire Huxtable for
yeah.
sure.
She yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she yellow.
Y'all tripping. Light skin.
Now that we
for
didn't
me.
settle that.
Beyond my light
Yeah.
skinned kids. Yeah, I better get off my light skinned girls.
Anyway,
Because I'm teaching my babies that they the shit no matter what.
I ain't gonna lie, light skinned women, they behave a little bit better. I will say that.
Now you starting to sound like Kodak Black.
Light skinned women, they do behave.
They do
all
behave
like
a
that.
little
Y'all,
better.
dark skinned women be having attitude because she wasn't always the cute one. I think.
Let me tell
Damn.
you.
No,
I'm
let
gonna
me
go
say
back
it.
real
I
quick.
never had
I'm gonna
that
go back real
problem. I don't
quick.
have no bad
Y'all
attitude,
remember
so I
when
don't
everything
know.
came out about A Keys and Swiss? Y'all remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, yeah,
And the
she-
backlash that Fantasia got because of the guy she was rocking with at the
Yeah,
time, and
you're
it was
right.
a very similar situation.
You're right, it was.
But A Keys' situation was really glorified,
Yeah.
and
It was just
Fantasia
swept
was
under the
under
rug,
a
like,
lot.
it
Yeah.
was just-
Alicia Keys was dirty, man.
It was swept
That's
under the
dirty.
rug.
She's a home wrecker for real.
Yeah, it was horrible.
She's
know
a home
what
wrecker
the
for real.
worst-
It's just accepted now because they stayed together and had kids.
Yeah, she a home wrecker for real.
Hey.
But
I don't
Fantasia
even-
was
I-
under a
I
lot
feel
of
like-
scrutiny.
I don't blame
no
Alicia
Fantasia.
Keys. I don't blame Alicia Keys either. Because
Mhm.
out of respect and stuff, I mean,
Swizz let the house
Swizz,
go into
you know what I'm
foreclosure
saying?
Mhm.
He did that.
while his baby
You know what I'm
mama
saying?
and
Alicia
child.
don't owe no respect towards anybody if I don't know you.
Back up. Hold on.
You
hold
can
on.
influence your
I
man to
don't-
do right though,
hold
to
on.
do better.
This
You're
is
goddamn right.
this is why I fought everybody because I just feel like at the end of the day, if you
Even the
go,
wife for not taking care of home, make
No,
a
no, no,
nigga
no,
go
no,
somewhere
no.
else.
if it's just like you, I just met you, right? But if I know that this dude over here is your dude and we're cool, I'm at your baby shower.
She was at her baby shower.
She's at the baby shower. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah, she's
out of
dirty
pocket.
now. I didn't know that
Out of pocket.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why she wrote that song with Drake, Unthinkable. They made it a hit, so everybody would accept it when it
Yeah.
came out that she was with Swizzy.
Ain't that some shit? Okay, well, let's get back to the subject,
Accept
y'all.
part. Cardi B gutter.
Cardi B.
Cardi B,
Cardi
like I
B.
say, the only thing is that was some dirty ass shit. It wasn't gangster no type of way because it was just dirty. It was just gutter how you doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
To drug someone, to rob,
You rob him,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get back at somebody, so you're gonna make him sleep with a
Now,
transsexual.
Rape
that's
him.
what I want to
You know what I'm
talk
saying?
about.
That's some
rape.
dirty
That's
ass
That's
shit.
rape.
Now, that's what I think.
That's rape.
That's a
that
Bill
I got
Cosby shit.
I'm in
your
agreement
comment.
with you on
Yeah.
what you wrote, but the
Okay.
thing was that when I saw the video, it didn't have a swipe to the left where the second
That's-
video was behind
okay,
it. So
so
I
you
thought
did-
you were saying that about the video where she's
Okay,
confessing
okay.
about drugging and robbing
Gotcha.
guys.
Now it's all together.
He was
Yeah.
mad. He was mad. He was mad.
I wasn't
No.
necessarily
Yeah.
mad, but I did say this. That you almost made me cuss you out. And the only reason why, because
He was mad. He was mad.
Because she was like, you add into a narrative. That one thing I don't do. I don't create narratives. I go with what people say. And you know me, I deal in what? Fact.
Right.
I deal in facts. Like I don't.
His facts.
I'm quick to tell him in a minute.
Right.
That's speculation.
So for those who don't know, basically what happened was he posted the video of Cardi on her live saying that, hey, it costs a lot of money for studio time. I was drugging and robbing. I had to do that. That's how I earned that money, which is a whole nother topic on its own because I think the definition of earned is getting lost. But
Yeah.
his caption stated that she was using assault as a revenge on
revenge.
guys.
But cheating.
And so because that video where she actually was in the car talking about if a guy cheats on me, I'm gonna drug him and then I'm gonna rape
She really
him.
didn't say she drug him.
No,
She said we're gonna get him drunk.
No,
get him
perk him
on
up.
perk.
She said perk him up. That's
drugs.
drugging him.
That's drugs.
I mean, but
It's
it's
drugging
like,
him.
but perk him up. But the
No,
main
that's
thing
drugs.
is, let me
That's
finish.
I'm listening.
It's you know what I'm saying. It's the option to drugging him if she putting perks in his drink without him knowing it. But we're gonna pop some perks together, and you know what I'm saying. You going with me? I'm not drugging you. You know what I'm saying. I'm not drugging you up. Because you have the choice to either pop this with me or not.
Me,
But she don't give them that.
I'm drugging them. She's not saying we out here getting
Doing
drunk
drugs.
together. She's
Wait a minute.
saying I'm drugging
I'm getting them on some
Bill,
perks. She said I'm getting them on perks.
Bill gave a girl a pill and said take the edge off. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Bill
she-
got
and she-
railroad.
He was on Larry
We know
King.
Bill got railroad.
Bill Cosby
know
was
he got
on
railroad.
Larry King in
Yeah.
1991 and did an interview with Larry King, and he was like, "What's that thing that we always say? Just a drop of the Spanish fly." And Larry King finished the sentence,
But
which
y'all
means
know
that
what's
this
going
was
on.
something that was
Oh,
known
Right.
in the boys' club.
Right.
But the main
So-
thing is Bill didn't play right. Bill could have beat the whole case, but he know he's dying soon, so he wasn't finna give up his chance for going to heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like Jesse just got off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
he spent that money.
I heard.
He
I heard
did,
that
you know what I'm
Obama-
saying? You did a whole lot of
Obama
this
played-
shit.
played a part in that.
He did a whole lot of shit to get it. You know what I'm saying? If you play by the rules and shit, you're gonna get fucked. And that's what black folks don't understand. And when white people get off all the time, because they're not paying by the rules, they paying off people, they cheating, they doing all that. And that's what he did. And R. Kelly's gonna beat the same thing because R. Kelly don't play by the rules. R.
don't
Kelly
know,
said,
bro.
y'all coming from my money? I'm from hide my money.
I don't know about
And I got these other women paying my bill with their money. I said, R. Kelly,
I'm actually
Kelly.
more
I don't know about
disgusted
Rodney.
by this situation than I am by the R. Kelly. Not the
Facts.
kids.
I'm not disgusted at all by R. Kelly.
Not whoever he messed with at 14. I don't.
I'm not discussing.
No,
We all know the
But
14-year-old.
I've seen the special. To me, there is a difference between a
Parents
victim and a
dropping them off.
volunteer.
Right,
Mhm.
R. Kelly had volunteers.
right,
He
Yeah.
made that choice.
right,
You take your dumb ass to his house
right.
and see some other girls peeing in a cup, and you decide that's the life you want to live, so you can rock some Gucci and be first row at his concert.
Right.
That was a choice you chose to make.
Yeah, because just
You
when she
going over
chose.
here and drugging somebody, robbing somebody,
Yeah,
sleeping
me
with
coming
him
to the
with some
strip club and
transvestites.
throwing money at you all
That
night
just-
isn't a
that's-
license for you to be like, oh, I get off at 6
Like-
and go
like
back to my
Kat
hotel
say.
and then drug
Right.
them.
She was hungry, so she left. Like Kat said, the DJ, she was hungry last time, so she left,
Yeah.
and she wanted him to call, and she was willing
Yeah,
to go back.
Yeah,
yeah,
she
she
said,
was willing to go
she said
back.
she was crying. She said,
Yeah.
I was on the plane. I called him. He didn't answer the phone.
If he would-
She said if he would have picked up the
Phone,
phone,
she
I would have
would
went
go
back.
back.
That's a volunteer.
Yes.
How are you on the show
All his,
acting
all
and
his
everybody
kids.
is like, and now you playing victim. You're not a victim. You're a volunteer. It's too many women out here who are actually being raped.
Exactly.
And they're not getting any type of
Love,
justice.
support,
And they
nothing.
are being raped. If your grown 35-year ass took your ass to his house,
Mhm.
okay,
You
and
knew what
he
was
got
up.
12 bitches at the crib,
Pimp.
Exactly.
You knew what was up?
you knew what it was when you went there.
And then the average black woman, you can have one chick at the crib. Who was that?
Who the hell?
But
You know
that's
what I'm
R.
saying?
Kelly. That's R. Kelly.
Black women got
They
problems
going
with a nigga
for the
mama
clout.
at the house too long.
They didn't go for R. They went for his clout.
Okay,
And
so
that's why
what
they
you
accepted
got.
everything. I mean, it's
So,
I'm
so
on
you,
R.
so
Kelly.
you got what you deserve.
Hey,
You
free R.
why,
Kelly.
why is everybody mad at R. Kelly?
Leave that
But
man
what I don't
alone.
understand is why is everybody mad at R. Kelly and then these guys, are they not victims?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and dedicate this next song to R. Kelly, and I'm dedicate this to Vic. You know what I'm saying?
So
No ordinary love. That's what R. Kelly has, and then she's light skinned. Text one-on-one
She not
guys.
light-skinned.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm finna ask my people.
He is crazy.
R. Kelly don't have no R. Kelly love.
Sade to be light skinned, like yellow.
She's half breed, nigga.
She's Nigerian and
She's not
British.
yellow, goddammit.
She's a half
She
breed.
is.
What they got to do with it? It's plenty of half breeds
She's
that's
right.
not yellow.
But she's
Them
right.
ain't real half breeds.
She not yellow.
That
That woman no darker than me, man.
There's no real
She
half
ain't lighter
breed.
than me.
You ain't light skinned, you ain't half breed.
She is definitely
Yes,
not
you
the
had
same
breed with
color
something
as
else.
Sade?
We the same color.
Nah, she's
Nigga,
Absolutely.
black
not.
ass ain't no.
Damn
I'm
near
saying you
probably
do
his
brown,
color.
nigga.
No,
Yeah,
she
she's
probably
probably
his
yeah.
See, she's light skinned. You do brown. Nigga. Not paper bag. Not paper bag. You do brown, nigga. On a bad day. Number
She's
3
more
that I learned from
color.
my kids
She's like-
yesterday.
No, she not yellow though. She's like brown. Y'all not understanding.
They don't know they
Y'all
shade.
y'all confusing
They just
complexion.
said Rashard was light skinned, she not.
No,
Yeah,
I
y'all-
said she was
y'all-
caramel.
No,
Say,
but
I swear
you
it's
have
like light skin, dark
complexion.
skin.
Wait a
That's
minute.
why
No,
I'm
no,
like,
it's not.
niggas
You
see
have
light skin,
complexion.
dark
Let
skin.
me tell you the difference. It's
You're not
complexion,
putting
and
them on.
then there's
Just
color.
put it in
I'm
the
about to
blanket.
show them what.
She damn
No,
right white.
it's light skin or dark skin. Other than that, you're
She
gonna
white.
got high
She
yellow.
Hell.
You're gonna get white chocolate. You're gonna get nigga,
Like-
you can't pick. See, you
You
want to
ain't yellow.
choose how far to go.
You ain't yellow.
Nigga, I'm light skinned.
You ain't yellow. You
yellow.
like complexion.
I'm red, nigga.
You like
Shit,
complexion.
I'm more
Nah,
red.
she might be yellow. I gotta see
Like
the
if I
I'm
problem.
light
see, like
skinned.
if I see you, I would be like, he's light skinned.
It's like it's dark skin,
That's
light
complexion.
skin, and then it's subtitles under each one.
No,
But
but
to
it's
me, like, she's
complexion.
like a high
No,
yellow.
no,
I'm saying,
no.
He's a light
There's levels to this yellow
He's
shit.
like
No, that yellow shit. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna
He's
narrow
like
up the yellow shit.
Yeah.
It's dark skin, light skin, then sub.
Yeah.
No. You
Yes.
got some shit called yellow, goddamn.
No, it ain't.
Yes,
You
it is.
got yellow, you got light
Yes,
skin,
you do,
and then
Gina.
Yes,
some,
you
and
do.
then
Gina,
some
yeah.
No,
Gina.
okay, but that's the sub. It's light skin, dark skin. You got light skin, right? And then in the sub, you got some that we call yellow, some we call red.
Doodle brown, paper bag
Some
brown.
we
That's
call
a dark
red,
skin sub.
some we call red, some call yellow, some
Yeah.
call high yellow.
Yo, but that's the thing though.
It's just your
That-
choice of how
that's
you want to say
still-
it.
That's still.
Because some people call them yellow hammers.
Yep.
What's a yellow hammer?
Yep.
I don't know what that one is.
That's a yellow
That's
hammer.
a fine motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's a yellow
That's
hammer.
a yellow hammer.
Yeah. That's a fine yellow.
That's when she yellow and fine.
Yeah.
That's when she yellow built like a dark skinned girl.
Built like a horse.
Okay.
Yeah, yellow hammer.
That's what it
That's
is.
an old school term too. That's back way back in the day. That's some 80s shit. That's what shit my brother them used to say. Yeah, nigga, I got this yellow hammer.
Yeah, I'm an old shit. That's me.
Yellow hammer.
I still say yellow hammer.
Like prime example, she's like
And red bone, that's all
I
old
think
school.
so.
She's like complexion.
I think so.
You think
You're like
so?
complexion.
Mm.
It's
I think so.
complexion.
I think so.
You light skinned.
You like complexion. You're not light
I'm
skinned.
caramel.
No, you're not light
I'm
skinned.
caramel.
No,
You're
you on the
like
light skin
complexion.
sub. You on
Yeah,
the
like-
You're on, like if
You
like
on
in
the-
the
you on the
two, like with the
side.
light and dark, like you're on
Like
the
she's
light.
brown.
I'm on the dark and you
She-
be on the light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Brown.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Versus them.
Y'all, we
And she
having
got them.
Hey,
we having this debate.
hey,
We having
they
this goddamn
Decepticons, we
debate,
Autobots.
Speaking of us, have you seen that movie?
Uh-uh.
It's dope.
I started watching it, but it's too dark on Kodo.
Okay, you know what? Cheddar to Connect, he was like, I slept through the whole movie and went good. So I'm like, is it good or is it not?
It's on Kodo, so I've been looking at it, but I
I
haven't
don't know.
looked
I
at it.
haven't seen it. So now I'm gonna watch it.
But
It's
but
haunted.
Cheddar Potter was
It's not
high,
like-
man.
Scary like that, but it's haunting.
That's
It's
what
like-
black folks,
No, black people.
like I tell people,
no,
we
black
scared of
people,
bad
we
movies.
spooked. We get spooked. We
Yeah.
don't like
We don't get
nothing.
scared of
You gonna
Freddy
be in
and
the
shit
car
like that.
thinking about it,
No,
you gonna
we
get
get
home,
scared of that
turn on
shit
the
that's
lights
dealing with
type of thing.
spirits,
Nah,
though.
we get scared of shit that might be real, like going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Going like me growing up, you know what I'm saying? I was scared of all the jailhouse ones and shit. What's that Sean Penn when he went to jail and they raped that little boy?
Oh, hell yeah. You right. You right.
I was scared from
I'm gonna
Jason.
tell you what scared me with penitentiary. With penitentiary, what's his name?
Yeah, American Me.
I'ma bust you up.
Yeah, all that
Wait,
shit. You know
bust
what I'm saying?
you up.
Yeah. When little dope boy went to jail and shit.
But I ain't gonna lie, black people don't. We are scared of shit like
And they play the
anything
same
dealing with,
song. Ooh,
like the
child.
psychosis type of scary shit. We
Yeah,
don't
shit
like
that can happen to us for real. We
Like-
believe in the spirits
like
and shit.
Silence of the Lambs.
Right.
Black
Yeah,
people
that's
did
my
not watch
favorite
that.
as a kid.
And I used to watch that movie. And they
Like-
like, man, you watch that? That shit's scary.
Y'all know what? Y'all know what used to scare me? I tell people it's the most scary movie to me.
Mm.
Pursuit of Happiness. That shit was scary.
By falling off, being homeless.
That shit is scary because I've been
The
self-employed, man.
Will Smith.
Yes,
What you
because
say, falling off, being
by
homeless?
being self-employed, that's your worst dream that you can't provide for yourself. I've been self-employed going on 20 years in May. So when that movie came out, I was just out there trying to get it and shit, and you know, never know what happened.
Nigga, you a barber, nigga.
It doesn't
Where
matter,
you see a
dog.
homeless barber?
Nigga, it's a lot of niggas that I ain't nigga. How many
homeless
barbers?
barber?
Hey, it's like this though.
No, I ain't
That
talking about
barber
nigga cut
shit-
hair.
No, nigga. You know,
I'm talking about
you know how many barbers I ain't been through that you know what I'm saying?
Well, they
I got
not-
my own shop,
Well, they must
but I
not be
had
on
other
their
barbers
brand.
come in and eat their ass up and they gone
Well,
somewhere
they can't
else.
be on their brand then.
But
I
that's
mean,
the whole thing. That's the whole it's scary.
I never seen a homeless
Shit
barber.
was
I've
scary.
never heard
When
anybody
he-
say
Never seen a
the
homeless
pursuit of
barber.
happiness was the scariest movie they've ever. That is
When you
something I have-
self-employed
That shit
and
can
going
be
down,
scary.
you got your child and you homeless and you
That
hold
shit can
you
be
holding your
scary.
restroom door closed with your foot. That was so meaningful.
You ain't lying, right?
Don't let me in, Will. Don't.
Something's wrong with this nigga.
For real, shit was
Nah,
scary.
but on some shit though, like
Shit.
you right though, shit like that do me. You like, damn.
Now it was something that'd make me be like, oh man, like, but it.
But
the
black
scare-
people, we
a
scared of
horror
spirit.
movie?
Black people, we scared of spirit. Remember that movie Angel Heart? I
I didn't see
couldn't,
that
man. That was
Which one
Lisa
was that?
Bonet. That's why she got kicked off the show.
Oh,
She
When
did
she
Angel Heart.
Broke the chicken in the blood.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that
shit
New Orleans
terrified
shit.
me, nigga.
that New Orleans
I
shit.
ain't seen that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you
That's that
something.
New Orleans
That
shit.
shit terrified
Let
me.
me go back on.
Oh, so that's why she got off the Cosby Show?
Yeah, but she did a sex scene.
See, I never knew that.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
we're back. Texas one-on-one jams. It's your boy, Go Getter.
It's your boy Negro Capitan, man.
It's Bebushka.
She girl Diamond White.
This is our new-
And you know what? I'm loving this, man. Like the energy and shit. It's like dope.
We having a blast.
You know you're gonna get cut next week for
I
saying
mean,
this.
we
You know they
got
gonna come in
two-
and I'm like, fuck you, Vic. Fuck you.
Fuck all that. We got two beautiful sisters,
That
man.
nigga just getting new. He was saying the same thing with the other ones when we first started.
Who's the other one?
With Star and True, you like, ooh, they
No,
got some nice
start
ones.
finding the motherfucker.
True was
True
too.
cute, true cute.
She
True
cute
got
now.
a nice- She cute. But True just an old ass woman. You know how True is, man.
She carries herself like an old
Like
ass
an old
mom.
ass
She a
mom.
mom of four.
She wear them big ass
raised-
drawers every day.
Yeah, we talk about her.
No, True.
Okay,
We
well, I
love
don't feel bad. At least they were cute.
Yeah, they still are cute.
No,
They're just
we-
out right now.
Trust
That's all.
me, we wouldn't have no ugly co-host. Not if he got something to do with it.
Yeah, no, because this
Nah.
shit's this shit is politic. I'm politic on this radio shit. That's what I do. It is. But back to Cardi B.
Back to Cardi B.
And we're just going to get away from Cardi B and just talk about women in
Okay.
general.
I want to talk about the double standard.
Yeah.
Well, let's get
Because why can women have OnlyFans but men can't? I'm just Nah, but the double standard is as in, like I say, I believe in equal. You know what I'm saying? I'm back dating now.
Mhm.
And the person I'm dating, you know what I'm saying? I'm loving that she's eye to eye on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to tell her when, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't say, baby, I got this or whatever. She just, you know what I'm saying, do her thing. And I sit back. I ain't one of them niggas gonna like, nah, baby, I got shit. I got 7 kids. Nigga, that's a pair of shoes I just saved. You know what I'm saying? That's an outfit you just got to my baby.
So okay,
For real.
so your thing is more financial, right?
It's more now. It's about holding your fucking own and being able to. I gotta be able to. Women do not like a man to benefit off of them. These new age women.
No, that's a lot of them.
Shit,
I know
benefit off
good
of
chicks
them.
take care. No.
I mean, that's them fat girls you fuck with. But I'm talking about.
That's not true.
It ain't just a fact.
That's them. That's
It
them
ain't just a
weak-minded.
problem.
That's them
That's
weak-minded
not
ass
true.
Man,
women.
you know how many
That's not
dudes?
true.
You know how many dudes right now that come out the penitentiary They got
They
home
find them
plans.
weak-minded ass women.
And they got home
It's not
plans.
even. You don't even have to have a criminal past or just be coming out of jail. I think there's a lot of women that if they see something, and I hate to use this word potential, but if they see something, then when you believe in something, you invest in it.
No,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna tell you what it is.
I agree.
No,
These
I'm gonna tell you
niggas
what
got
it is.
game.
What the shit is.
All right.
It's not that.
What is it?
Women like motherfucking men that's in need, so they can have control.
Absolutely
because of feminism. Listen,
No,
when
I
a
don't.
woman,
Let me tell
wait a
you,
minute.
He
we-
said,
no,
y'all
wait,
think,
No,
no, I'm
let me
sitting
tell you
back
about
and listen.
feminism. When a woman,
He's on his shit right
when
now,
a
y'all.
woman
No.
know that she has control over a dude in some form of fashion, let's say the dude, he's somewhat illiterate. No, I know that.
Whole ass nigga can't
No,
read.
no.
She got that nigga sign all kind of shit. Huh?
No, this is some real shit. He's
Y'all
somewhat,
doing all kind of stuff.
he's somewhat illiterate. He can't handle business and shit like that. Cause I see chicks say this shit all the time. Yeah, I did this for him. I was doing that for him. I had to do this for him. I did his resumes. I did this. I did that. And they use that shit they use all that shit to say, you know, the nigga ain't
I build that
shit,
nigga up.
and
Yeah,
I
I'm
built
with
the
him. That's
nigga.
them fat girls you talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
no
fat
fat
hoes.
girl.
Yeah,
Listen,
No,
listen.
Big like fat hoes,
wait,
y'all.
no, let me
I
back
can
up.
tell you
Let me
from a
back up.
woman's
Listen,
perspective
this
that
ain't no
it's
fat shit.
tiring
It
to
is.
feel like you're controlling
Yeah,
a
no,
man.
we
You
women
want
want that.
somebody
Weak
that
women.
you
They
can
do
lay
it
and
all
rest
the
in.
No,
And
we
Yo,
trying to
strong
tell you.
Yo,
women.
weak
do it
women
all
are
the
the
You
time.
ones.
I don't want no
have
weak
two
niggas.
strong women
Yeah,
in
I don't
studio
want
with
no-
you
I
right
don't
now.
want no
You can
weak
take it or
man.
leave it, but it is draining.
It's draining. Don't a woman
You
want no
want to
man
be
that
able to
you-
be vulnerable. You
Yes.
want to be able to
You
trust in
wanna
his
be able to run
leadership.
to him and he-
Let me
Are you in
let
a
you
relationship
know.
right now?
I've been in relationships.
She's not looking at it.
I've
you
been
in
in
a relationship right now?
relationships.
I'm an artist. I'm not gonna discuss
So both,
that.
okay.
So you got two
so-
political responses
so-
right there. Is
yeah,
what you
okay,
got.
so-
Training every
So since y'all didn't answer, I'm gonna answer for you. Neither one of y'all in relationships.
They in relationships
You cannot
with
say
the
that.
bags, nigga. What the beneficial?
What I'm saying
You
is,
see the
Well, it's-
pimples? She
it's
don't look like she
beneficial.
not happy.
It's
What I'm-
She don't look
beneficial.
like she not happy.
Look at he over there like, shit, you in a relationship? I'm up here with filming, nigga. Let me find out. Why that nigga ain't here with filming? Oh, let me find out.
She was not in a relationship.
They
It would
bat
be
their
because
eyes.
she don't want no weak nigga.
But the main thing is
And
that's
she don't want to settle.
Well,
It's not
that's-
like she ugly and can't get a man.
That ain't what I'm
It's
The main
really
thing
she
is,
just don't
I'm
wanna
going back to
settle.
I feel
Every
that's-
woman don't want a man that she
Women-
has to control.
women.
they got men. They
That
both got
feminism
men behind
shit
them
That feminism shit got
that's
their
happy to
minds
have
fucked
them.
up.
They got them men behind them that happy behind.
No,
These
the
are
only
the-
thing the feminism
they
shit
say
got fucked
these
up is
women-
thinking that you have taken your power back by doing the very
They
things
find
that
weak
you've
men.
been accusing male rappers of doing for years, and then when you finally get your time, your platform, you literally doing everything that these rappers been doing in the past, but now you the one in the
Think about it.
forefront.
Think about it.
Yeah.
What was one of the main
You're doing what
things-
them niggas was doing wrong,
One
huh?
of the
But it's
main
right
things-
when y'all doing
one of
it.
the
It
main
ain't
things
right.
about
It
feminism-
ain't
wait a
right.
minute. One of the main things about feminism was, this is my body, and we're gonna take this. My body. I can be sexual. I can do whatever the fuck I
Well,
want.
hold on. That's not women. That's hoes.
But that's the
It's-
feminist
That's
movement.
hoes.
But that's the feminist
That
movement.
is hoes.
That's the feminist movement.
That's the hoish
it's
feminist
the hoish movement.
Right.
But strong black women, that is not how
So
we
it's like
view
Ain't there how
It's two.
it's
No,
net.
it's
Very,
It's
yes,
two
yes.
Because
Where's
let me
that
tell you
video
something.
clip?
It was a point when where men, especially when you're in this industry, I'm a female rapper, so in this industry, men were responsible for exploiting women.
Mhm.
So it was like, nah, I don't want to be the video girl. I'm
Right.
not doing this. I'm not doing it. I'm not letting you exploit me. Now these women are now exploiting themselves.
Themselves.
Men are kind of like backing up, like, dang, my
Listen to this.
And these women are exploiting themselves.
Sometimes I get tired of you fucking bitches. Cause and this all a nigga see, fucking bitch. All you fucking bitches got to be booted over, shaking your motherfucking ass. And if you ain't shaking your ass, you got your motherfucking shorts or panties chewed up in your cotton meat fucking bitch. So
Cotton
that's all
meat.
you got the alpha fucking bitch. This all you words and got the nerve to wonder why all a nigga wanna do is fuck. A nigga shooting your dick pics all in your DM fucking bitch. I damn near give anything just to see a post of
See, I got a picture like that on my page.
educational or business achievement.
Dr. White.
Fuck, dissecting a frog.
A
Fucking
picture
bitch
like that.
She don't promote the doctor as much as she promotes bad bitch wife.
That's not true.
Listen.
One Betty Shabazz, one Angela Davis. Shit, right now I even settle for Florida
That nigga declared this nigga
fucking
loud.
loud now.
So in the
Okay,
very
so-
beginning,
so-
he was like, "I love women," but he's talking about these fucking bitches.
Okay.
So yes, there are two categories. What she was talking about is the hoish feminist movement, and then
Okay.
there's real women that's like, "Nah, Chief called that."
And I
ain't
think
real."
no
But
reality.
shout out to Smackwater, man. I'm
Man,
Smackwater on that.
I gotta say this much, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
There's a lot of weak ass niggas out there
It
now.
is,
It
and
is.
they are the
Real
ones
women.
who are making these hoes because it is weak. When it's weak men that are making these hoes. Yes, it is because
That's what
men
makes
making
it
hoes?
develop
weak
that
men.
mentality.
Weak men are bringing these hoes in style because there was a time when men who were men did not glorify and wife whores. They kept whores in whores places. But weak men, because you gotta look at all these niggas with money.
Women, y'all make
No,
that shit possible.
no. Women, men who now have money, it's not because it don't mean that they're not lame no more. They just lame niggas with money.
Right.
So because they never was getting no pussy prior,
They
they
popping
go
with
and
all
they go
these
keep fucking with the
right.
same. You go get a female, her body ain't real, nothing about her is real.
The inside, everything,
Yeah,
she just
it's like
fraud.
you just done went and built a bitch. And then you got a whole like why a strong man, there's not a strong man walking who want a female that when he take her in public, every nigga walk around be like, yeah, I hit that. Yeah, I smashed her. Yeah, like who wants to kiss a female and every nigga you done seen then nutted in her face?
Ooh, damn.
No.
I married Jada 5.
This motherfucker, this porn fetish around this bitch.
Hey, exception to the
I'm
rule.
done.
There's one exception to the rule.
Well, okay.
But I mean, but women have glorified that shit too, and that's why.
No, hoes
let me
have glorified that shit.
Can I finish, please?
Hell no, don't say women.
No,
Hoes.
no, because just like before and stuff, why they wouldn't let females go to the strip club before? Because bitches will go there and talk about the hoes. That hoe dirty, that hoe doing all that. Now hoes in the strip club, females, all different types, are in there glorifying these bitches. And they brought them out the strip club into the streets and everything like that.
Well,
y'all let them hoes out the strip house. By y'all start going and say like, yeah, girl, let me see.
Let me tell you how hoes got out the strip club. Let me tell you how hoes got out the strip club.
Y'all let them
because
out?
hoes began to change the game. It
No.
went from hustling. Women used to
Y'all
strip for
accepted that
money.
shit.
Now bitches want fame. They don't even
Y'all
want the
did
money.
that
They want
shit.
attention.
Y'all
So
did
it went
that.
from before you couldn't even take a cell phone in the strip club. If a bitch was a
That
stripper
is
back in
true.
the day,
Right.
she can clean up her whole life and nobody even knew she was a stripper except for her ex-friends. Now bitches wanna look when you get online.
Y'all
these
allowed
number
to,
hoes-
cause y'all they didn't want y'all
No.
to know. We knew because we was in the strip
No,
club.
no, 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 no.
That's that
No,
bitch.
it's not
We were
that.
like, ooh,
No.
ooh.
Back in the
No,
day,
no, we
it
didn't
was
want
something,
them to
it was
know.
something that was a last resort. It was
Yes.
something that was done to provide when it was like dire circumstances. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And now it's gotten to a point where yes, it is
They
glorified.
come
It's
out
all
at
you
And these
see.
girls don't
And
even
it's
go
for
look
clout,
for a
it's for
job.
likes, it's for views, right? And you got
Yes.
young kids, like I said,
Yeah.
young girls, young ladies, young women, and full-grown women
Yes.
just bypassing every other opportunity that's out there to go to the strip club because they're looking for clout, for fame.
Yes.
They're looking for guys to put them on.
That's
You know what I'm
all.
saying? And
They
they're
don't
like,
wanna
well,
work
shit,
for it.
why should I go study or why should I go work this job or why should I use my brain and think of a business when I could go and just dance for a little bit, take off my clothes, be naked, and he gonna throw me all this money. But then the thing is that we seeing that they all say the same thing. The money come fast, so it leave fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But look at the strip club in Atlanta. They had a strip club in Atlanta. It was a line. They had a job fair to work at the strip club.
I saw that.
And there was a line wrapped around the building. I'm like, you bitches is
That was
auditioning
be
to
live
get a hoe?
shit. DC used to
Like,
have them
I don't
hoes lined up
understand
like
it.
that.
That's crazy. But
And
but
walking
don't
down the
nobody
middle
wanna-
of them.
There's girls that are actually going to school. Okay, the girl from Houston that was on Love and Hip Hop, she went to
Treasure.
college and decided to go be the hoe. Who does this? Where are we doing this at?
Well,
They
What
making
of
more
the
money than
game
hoes
of-
now.
What part of the game? They not.
But
She
then
wasn't making no
what are
money.
you doing
That was
though?
free.
What are you doing? Like, what are you? If you saying, yeah, I'm doing this so I can make more money, I'm making more money. But what are you doing with the money?
Nothing.
What
don't got
who
no
are you
We don't know what she
impacting?
doing.
Nothing.
What, nothing.
Nothing.
Some people just came from nothing, so they'll never. They
Well,
don't know what
well,
to do with the money when they
that's
get. They
That's
go
an
out and buy a
excuse.
purse.
Strip
That's
club.
Right.
They drive a Mercedes and
Right.
shit, parking in an apartment.
I'm
Right.
You used to pay as
Well-
much for my car as where I'm laying my head at.
Right.
gonna tell you my opinion as far as the strip game. The strip game has changed a lot. One, they don't even strip no more. I don't even call these places strip clubs.
They just shake
They
that
bikini.
ass.
They are what they used to call them back in the go-go clubs.
They
They
bikini
in
bars now.
bikinis and they dancing. This
Until
is
2 o'clock, and then they take it all out because they think feds ain't coming out
yeah,
of 2.
yeah,
Stupid
some
bitches.
shit like
Hey,
right. They do that.
It's
So-
2 o'clock. We can get naked now.
What?
But
Strippers
apparently,
don't
there's another
make
game
money.
happening in the strip club
But
because
strippers don't make
everybody
money.
that there's the people that are outraged by this whole Cardi B confession that came out where she's confessing to her felonies.
Yeah.
But then there's people that's like, oh, but this been going on. Anybody that knows about how the strip game goes, so it's not just girls dancing in bikinis till 2 o'clock in the morning. It's a whole nother game. Apparently,
no,
I'm
set
talking
this
about
up.
the popularity of why they stripping now.
Right, but you have to
Because-
also understand.
Because back in the day, when that bitch was the bucket naked, when you had to get in that bitch and be butt naked,
That one was players
Okay,
and
but
shit.
wait,
You know
it's
what I'm
still
saying?
like that.
It was
but
called
the thing about
Diamond.
it is, strippers
First butt naked was
do
called
not-
Diamond.
Strippers do not make
OST.
money. Hoes make money. When you go to the strip club, you got a couple of niggas in there throwing some dollars.
right,
It's $10 then flew.
right.
You got the girl, she working, she done went all the way up to the top of the ceiling, came down, bust her head to the white meat, and then made $6.
well,
And then turn around and driving a Mercedes and all that
let me
because
back-
they make their money
let-
out.
Outside.
Well, let me backtrack. I'm 42. Strippers made money back in the day.
Back in the day
when
when
it
it was
was
a
a
money
butt
game. It's
naked.
not money game.
Because back then,
No, they
you had to pay
believe in
20
adding their money up. No,
You-
because
you-
strippers
you-
like, I love gold diggers. And people like gold diggers because them hoes work for their money. and they get there, they know the value of $1.
They
But-
don't.
but-
How does a
Well,
gold digger
value
work
of
for
a
the
dollar.
money?
You don't know the value of $1.
Please
if you're a
explain
gold
how a
digger, 'cause
gold
you never
digger
worked
works for the
nothing.
money.
Now you talking about the good gold diggers. But,
gold diggers
but back in the
clubs.
day,
You don't know the
back
value
in
of money.
the
She
day-
don't even
Oh,
know.
in the
She
champagne
don't know the
room?
value of money. She
This
don't
is
even know the
what-
value of her
the difference
vagina.
was back in the day when it was
My
butt
bad.
naked, the true butt naked. You didn't really have a lot of dancers neither. You might went in there and they might have 15
And
to
they were
20,
swaying and doing
right?
their thing.
So it was plenty of money to go around.
Mhm.
That's one. A table dance was $20. A chick came and danced on you, that was $20 for one song.
Okay.
If she did that shit 10 times, which was easy to do,
Mm-hmm.
she would have made 200.
Mhm.
Now, the average job, you ain't making no $200.
$4.25.
You ain't making
Man,
$200.
That was how much minimum wage was back then.
Totally different. If you
$4.25.
go to the club, it's 100 bitches. Why? You got bitches that's.
Cause y'all
you got,
made it
you got,
acceptable.
who is y'all?
Women.
Now,
Nah.
Blame
let me
this
tell
show
you.
You
women.
got
I
100
blame
bitches
you.
in
Right.
the club.
Now,
You
let me
got
back-
3 on
I'll give
stage.
you
You got
that.
100 of them walking around
Now-
in the audience, panhandling for goddamn
Right.
women.
Let's
Right.
fast forward
Right.
to how it is now. Where the strip game fucked up at,
Letting women
when
in.
dudes start bringing their chicks because their chicks was pressuring them, and when the internet came about, this how that shit came about.
The
Too.
whole
The
scene.
internet
when
fucked
they-
up the strip club.
it did.
That's what happened.
It fucked
It ain't
it up.
women.
It
It's the
fucked it
internet.
up because then dudes, girls was like, well, I want to go, and then dudes start bringing their chicks, and then it went from being a strip club to a social club.
Mhm.
Who gonna spend money in a social club?
I
Like,
sure
I'm
ain't.
just saying, like, who gonna
I'm going for the wings.
like?
That's
For
why
real.
I go to Honest. No lie, I've had
Yeah,
business meetings at Honest because the wings is
That's what
Exactly.
Big always
Like,
says.
niggas
We
going-
go for the
wings
wings.
is
Niggas going to eat
like,
now.
let's kick
Nah,
it
niggas say they going to eat, but they going to see
After
their
a
ass
certain
walking
time,
around.
it's pretty much the
But-
only place you
but
can
it
go
ain't
to
the
get some
same.
decent
Yeah,
food. Like,
like,
Yeah,
when
those
Honest
boys
got
got
them
some
When you
Hey,
went to the bucket, when you went to the butt naked, which
Wasn't no food in
I'm
the
gonna bring
butt
back
naked.
to that, back what you were saying. You had the chicks that strip, and you had the ones that hoe.
Mm.
But you knew the ones who hold back then, the ones that strict. The one that hold, she don't even get on the main stage.
She's walking around.
She just walking around.
They didn't want to be on the main stage
Yeah,
back
yeah, she
then.
was
Now
walking
they fight to be
around.
on the
Now
main
they
stage.
like to be
But
on the
now
main
you
stage because
can't-
they want that attention. And the minute
Right.
they get off the main stage, then they got a line and they trying to get whatever niggas
Right.
gonna go.
Now
and
you
pay
can't
all
tell the
their
left from the
bills.
right.
That's
They
what
all
it is.
just
They're not
doing
making
whatever.
that much money in strip club. Now when Drake come in town and they throwing money, you know, they might get some money for
Yeah.
dancing. But just on a regular night when,
Yeah.
you know, Chris left
Yeah.
Kroger's stocking at work
Yeah.
and go to the strip club, you're
Now-
not catching
now-
no bag from
Now
that.
the other
But
night,
the main thing is the value of $1. What is a bag, though?
Right,
Your
because you see
bag
1,000
adds up.
ones before
Know what I'm
girls
saying?
were dancing.
But no, it's
Right.
not 1,000. Bitch walk out with $200 and stuff. She's really doing the bag right there.
For the
A
night.
night
If
for
she-
5 hours.
But how many times a
$200.
week? How many times a week?
She working
Nah.
5 days a week.
Okay, so
That's
she-
$1,000. So a week. So
She's-
that's like what
she's working
25
5
dollars
days
an
a
hour
week
for
and-
somebody.
but to
Who's
me,
out here making
go get a
$25 an
job.
hour working 40 hours a week?
Go get a job. You
She
can
ain't
go
gonna
get a
give her
job
that
and make
fast.
$25 an hour. I'm not
Well,
gonna sell my
well,
pussy for $25 an hour.
Hey,
I'm not. That's
that-
prostitution.
The main
Well,
thing is what y'all don't
I done
understand.
made $100
What
in 10 minutes.
what women
Yeah.
they just don't
in this
understand
office.
They-
On this very table right here.
This you
So
made
on
what?
this table, wait a
100
minute.
Yeah, $100
Anyway.
in 10 minutes.
Oh,
I sold 4 packs.
But like this, this is it,
Yeah.
y'all.
My CD DVD.
What women don't understand is this: the value of pussy is dropping. That's all.
No.
That's all. That's all.
No.
Bing, bing, bing,
The
bing.
value of pussy has not dropped.
Value of pussy dropping.
No, these hoes are just selling it short and giving it away for free.
That's why
what's
the value
happening.
it brought the value down.
They brought the value down of their pussy.
No,
Right.
value of
No,
pussy is
no.
gone.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
fuck that. I don't know what you're
No,
talking
I'm
about.
gonna tell you why the value.
When you
of
start
pussy
putting a
went
price
down.
tag on your vagina,
I'ma tell you
you
why
have
it went
diminished
down.
yourself.
No, I'm gonna tell you why it went
For
down.
real.
Because you got a lot of fake horn out here. And then I was talking about
What,
fake
with the
horn.
drugging and the robbery?
No,
No,
you got
fucking the
fake,
fat hoes.
no, you got fake horn. Fake horn is chicks that be like, and I've experienced this shit. I've been in clubs, regular clubs, and the chick will say, "Yeah, nigga gotta have money to fuck with me, right?" So I call the bitch bluff.
Okay.
What it here for?
Mhm.
I ain't no hoe. Well, why you out here fake horn? See, when I was coming up, it wasn't no fake horn.
She's a liar. Any female that says that she's a hoe.
If a broad told you that shit and you come back with what it here for, she gonna let you know what that
Exactly
shit
what that number was. Okay.
And so what
that
I'm
girl that told
saying
you that
is,
she's a liar.
what I'm just saying, you got a lot of fake horn. They got fake gangsters. Like it's cool to be a
Look
fake
at
hoe.
it, right.
Niggas are not gonna call you out on shit no more. That's the main thing.
It's cool
That's
to be
what
a
it
fake
is.
hoe.
Mm.
Everybody is so fucking friendly now. Niggas don't call niggas out for lying. Niggas be lying right in front of you and you just don't want to make this nigga look bad because you so
yeah.
goddamn friendly.
Yeah,
Bitches be lying in front of their homegirls and y'all be know that bitch lying. This bitch doing that. And you know what I'm saying? Back in the old days, we call your ass, bitch, quit lying.
Right.
Nigga, you lying, quit lying.
I see myself as being real. I don't let nobody make it. Like I said, I went on Coco's page today and I'm like, what's
Yeah.
up? How you feel about this situation? I go on J-Lo's page and I'd be like, what's up? Because I'm talking to you like you a real person because you a real person to me.
Right.
You put your pants on one leg at a time just
Yeah.
like I do. You out here
Yeah.
trying to push your music, trying to push
Well,
your
the
project
thing is-
just like I do.
the thing
So
is,
I'm going to
Cardi
hit
B is
you
on
because I
one
know it
label.
comes in like a text.
300.
She's on Atlantic,
I
right?
don't know.
No, she's
Who?
on Atlantic, Cardi B.
Yeah,
She's on Atlantic. So she got protection.
absolutely.
Bottom line.
Absolutely.
She's on Atlantic. They're gonna protect their investment. And-
That's why her
and-
PR person wrote that comment
Girl.
that she posted because we all know
She cannot write.
those were not her words. Those men were drugged and robbed, but they consented, and we were in relationships.
Yeah.
And they were
I was-
arrested.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I saw that shit. That don't even make no
Come on.
goddamn sense.
I
That
said,
don't even
what-
make no damn
As
That's
soon as
sense.
I
what
see
you're
it, the
supposed
first
to
thing I said, asked my sister, and I
She
was
ain't
like,
right
who
there.
wrote this?
Right.
Yeah, that
She
ain't
ain't
make
right
sense.
there.
Now I did see something. A guy that made a post. I don't know if it's true, and I just saw the post that he said that he did
was
get
one of the
robbed.
victims.
He
I
had
seen that.
receipts.
He got robbed.
He had the receipts. He had
He did.
pictures, videos. He showed before, like while he was at the
Okay.
club, when he met her,
Yeah.
after what he looked like. Like he had receipts and he was
Yeah.
showing it.
He
Yeah.
finna get that lawsuit on her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's already won.
Well,
But see,
well,
here's the thing, though.
he-
Here's
he-
the thing.
he would
There
at
is
least
a
get
debate
the
happening on
interviews.
Twitter.
Okay, man.
There's a debate
They gonna
happening
shut
on
him
Twitter right now talking about how people don't care about the mental health and wellness of black men. And that
That's
every time something happens to a black man, it's like he can't talk about it. He has to chest it because
He's
he
weak.
gets made fun of.
He's weak.
Yeah.
and-
Right.
yeah. Oh,
And I
yeah,
had to
it's a
get in
girl.
the ass of a white guy today that was clearly from London because he had a strong British accent. And he was talking about, I can't believe y'all are out here trying to compare Cardi B to Bill Cosby and all this type of stuff like that. Like, if you're out here claiming that she got you, she drugged you, and she robbed you, then you're weak. That's what men do. They shame
Right.
each other. So
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at how
That's true.
the media and the internet ate up Terry Crews.
Right.
And he wasn't even raped. He was just fondled.
Right.
Yeah.
That nigga said
One of
that
the girls, I
stuff.
seen some girl. What was
Nigga should bust that
mind-boggling to
nigga
me
in the
was the
mouth.
amount
Fuck
of girls that was in support of
He
that.
hold himself
Of
out.
what?
Terry Crews should
The
punch
whole
that
the
nigga.
whole issue, the amount of girls
Yeah.
that was like,
Defending
oh,
her.
it's okay, and I'm just like, that speaks volume of
About
all
you,
hoes.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Women-
what is
I told
wrong
people
with
literally
y'all?
like
Y'all women
delete
are
me,
letting us down.
delete me on Facebook if you
Yeah.
support it, if you are justifying it, excusing it.
Because
Like,
of feminism, because feminism had this underlying thing of hatred towards men. Yes, it does. They hate men. They hate anything comes from a man. And then as long as they can suppress and take down a prime example. You know why R. Kelly is being attacked? Because R. Kelly is typical of he's a typical man. You know what I'm saying?
If it's there, I'm gonna take advantage of it, kind of thing.
Yeah, like he's a man.
I think they hate themselves. And
I
they
do.
just blame it on me.
I do.
I think they hate themselves. Like, I don't think it's the men. I seen women on there and she was like, you know, don't act like the men that she raped was good boys. Look where she met them. They was in a place and they probably weren't even good guys in the first place.
Making all types of
So I'm like, so
excuses.
now we victim shaming, because
Right.
if that would have been the girl,
Yeah,
then
exactly.
it's victim shaming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
I'm like, what does
That's
him
the
being
double
in the strip
standard.
club, a man in the strip club, now that gives women the right to drug, rape you, and rob you?
Right.
I don't understand that. Then
Right.
strip clubs should just be
Men
illegal. if that's the case.
aren't gonna come, especially if she really hit him with the okie doke. Like, she dancing in the club, he's spraying money, whatever. Oh, baby, I get off at
I'll
6,
come
you
out
know,
right
let's
now.
go
Now,
to my
I don't-
hotel.
I don't-
Then she
see
gets
that.
him to
I
get
don't
the
believe-
hotel
I
while
don't
she chill in the
believe-
car.
I don't
It's no
believe-
video surveillance. It's no proof that she was there.
Yeah.
She can drug him, rob him, and be out of there, and there's no proof.
Now I don't believe that she done that shit on the regular, because her ass have been dead. On
That's
some
what I
real
said.
shit.
On some real,
I
on
think
some
she
real
hit a
shit.
nigga wedding.
I don't even think.
Yeah,
I think
she
she
had a-
said that shit to get clout. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you why. I think she was trying to get street cred, and this is why.
That shit
And I
could be
said
some
this
fake
earlier.
shit. It could be
I
some
said this
fake shit.
earlier because let me tell you something. First of all, when she was doing that, she was not a rapper. Let's first of all, so you wasn't doing this to get no studio time. Oh, I was trying to,
And
you know,
who
nobody
you
was
robbing
trying to
for
help you.
bands like
You know
that?
what I'm
What
saying?
type of niggas walking around with
That's
bands
number
like
one.
that?
But number
that,
two,
right.
if you're going to this, you work at a strip club, so I know where to find you. I'm thinking from a street perspective and the niggas I
I'ma
know.
come back.
You run up on some niggas that I know you're gonna come up missing. You're not gonna even be able to make this video.
And
You're
be
not gonna be
this
able
far.
to tell nobody
Right.
about the situation because you're gonna come up missing.
Right.
Now,
I feel like she's doing it for clout because then she was like, "Oh, this was 3 years ago." Okay, but you got your new set of teeth on this video. So this teeth was when you got the bag. This was the teeth came after the love of hip hop and all of this. This ain't no old video.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? She got her new teeth on this video.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So this video
I've
is
been having
not.
teeth for about 3 years now.
Yeah, since
Yeah.
Bodak.
Since
Bodak.
Since both, she was on Love and Hip Hop 2015, 2016. She just blew last year.
That's true.
You gotta remember, she just blew last year.
Yeah, she
18
really
or
blew.
17?
She blew in 17.
17. Yeah.
Was
So
it
she been 2
17?
years
So
long.
yeah, we're
No.
technically
Well, Bodak-
19
No, Bodak
now.
Yellow
so
took off last year.
It took off last
Last year.
It was
When-
out in 17,
before-
but it took off last year.
I don't remember it being out in 17.
Yeah,
They dropped it in 18.
I
17
remember
she
it
had
being
Lick.
out
17
fall,
she had
end
Lick.
of summer.
They dropped it
End of
in
summer,
17.
'cause my
Dropped Lick
birthday's in
17,
August.
but it didn't do nothing.
End of summer, my birthday's in August, and
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
it
it-
wasn't a club that I could go into where they were
They
not running
played
the
it.
My birthday's in
song.
August
And
too.
that's it was August 2017 that I was
Was it
here.
17?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
17.
It was 17.
Because
Yeah,
she got invited to the Grammys because
It
she
was
was
17.
nominated, but she didn't
Yeah, and
win.
she didn't win.
SZA also was nominated but didn't win, so it was
Right.
17.
It was
Right.
17. But the thing is, it's like, you know, when it comes to her, the whole thing about her, like, you know, she's talking about, you know, she, you know, drug the dude, robbed the dude, or what have you, right? But the thing is, you know, we really don't know, is it true? Because when I first heard it, I was like, she lying. Because I just don't see, unless she might not been in the club when she met the dude. She could have met him online. You know what I'm saying? It could have been some shit
Right,
like that.
because she said she said was they wanted to have sex with me, and
Yeah.
I would tell them to
And
meet me
she
at a
didn't say
hotel.
where it happened, because you know
Right.
you got the tri-state area, right?
Right.
She could have took a train and went, because niggas from New York
She
do
could
that
have been
grimy shit.
prostituting.
She could have went to
She
Atlanta.
was prostituting.
Right.
Yeah.
But I personally know men that used to walk her from the strip club to keep her from being robbed. Because they used to
Okay.
rob her when
Damn.
she left the strip club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and this ain't nothing I'm hype. This is
Yeah, but she
facts.
so
But
she
like
could
if
get some-
she was
could get
if
some
she
bread
was
in.
like
It
if
wasn't
she
even
was
just about getting
if she
bread,
was
it
an
just where
escort
she
though,
was
then that could have
walking
been
home.
how
And so,
walking
so
on.
they was robbing all the strippers. Like
Oh.
When they would
the
leave with
men-
their
the men
money.
was charging them to be able to
Okay.
to be able to walk and leave free. So men was like, okay, I'll walk you to
2017.
your place and get you there safely.
Right.
And not
Okay.
they people gonna rob you.
Right.
Basically.
I
So
got
it was kinda
what
like
you're
one of
saying.
them
I got what you're
things.
saying. So
So-
yeah, but she didn't say, you know, where it was happening. I'm pretty sure it didn't happen at the club.
not at the club. I think
Because
if
she
she was
would've
if
came
she was
back.
like if she was prostituting or escorting or whatever like that, then that's probably how she would get them, like hit them on stings or whatever.
Yeah, like she probably went to like Philly or some shit. You know, like I went to
And they
Connecticut.
just hit them
You know,
right
'cause
like
all of
that.
it is like
Cause
right,
when they
you
went
know
to
what I'm
dance
saying?
somewhere else where they ain't
Yeah.
gonna leave
That's-
no more.
that's foul,
I think she
man.
lying too.
I don't care
Foul.
who it is, any female
I
that
believe
is
that she
out
would do
here
it.
robbing, raping, prostituting.
All that stuff, like
All
it's
that.
foul,
remember
man.
the
It's
dancing
foul.
for
I
Onyx?
don't I'm not in for it.
Yeah.
Remember dancing for Onyx that had some people robbed and they was killed?
Yeah, it was
And
killed.
Katie.
Sure was.
The
And
people
then-
that
that she-
did the robbing or got robbed got
The
killed.
people that got robbed got
Oh.
killed, and they brought her up on charges too
Yeah.
Dang.
with that.
Yeah.
So females doing
But I didn't
that.
know if she got. I don't remember if she had got convicted or nothing. I just remember the charges.
Man, it's
I don't know.
foul. It's
Yeah.
foul, and
Because-
it's not nothing to brag about. It's
Yeah.
nothing. You
That's
coming on.
nothing.
You coming on. Her
Because-
first initial
Right.
response before the PR person wrote that little note in the notepad was that
I'ma
y'all
get it
can
no matter
suck.
what.
Yeah, y'all can suck my dick because nothing is gonna happen to me, and I'm still
I'm not
winning.
going nowhere.
Right, and that whole thing. So she's not remorseful. People are saying,
No.
"Oh, I heard the tears in her voice in the bit." No, the tears was coming because she's
She was
constantly
mad.
defending herself.
Right, she
When
was
people
mad.
saying you
Yes.
don't deserve where you at, because it's getting to a point where like you said, all these female rappers are literally doing the same thing.
The
From
same thing.
the rainbow colored hair to the Daisy Dukes and the
Yeah,
crop
yeah.
tops and the sticking your tongue out and twerking and talking
Yeah.
about the same lyrical
And
content
fucking.
that people are like, bro, this is not like, okay, what else? Like, what's
Right.
next? Like,
Well, you know who fault it is?
Females.
That's women in general because
Get 'em,
women
Vic.
love that shit. See,
Y'all allow that
See,
shit.
I don't
do.
support it.
I
I
do.
don't
I
follow
I don't
it.
know.
I
listen
don't-
to it. I don't
same
nothing.
thing.
We was all right with the
Listen,
director's couch.
listen, when I
Y'all
was,
the ones want to bring out the
when I was
director's couch and
coming
talk
up,
about stuff.
niggas, we like MC Light. Like
right.
right now, Jean Grey, that's my shit on that rap shit. We never ever, the dudes, we like chicks that can actually spit.
Right.
Nah.
But the women,
It's this girl, Lady
the
London.
women like,
Because that's all
Cold.
that is being shown. That's
Exactly.
the only ones that get on are dudes coming and they pick these girls up out the strip club, and then the whoever they can sleep with is who they put on.
Right.
They don't want to help the girl that's like, nah,
That's
I'm not willing to
talented,
sleep
but I'm
with
not
you.
trying to
I'm
do
not
all
ta-
that.
I'm
But-
talented, but I'm not willing to sleep
but-
with you. They don't want to help you get
but-
on. They'll get with the girl who has no talent.
Right.
Which is why you have somebody like a Love and Hip Hop,
Yeah.
Jocelyn. You know what I'm saying?
but think about it.
You'll take
Think
her
about
and put
it.
her on, and there's so
Wait
many
a minute,
girls
wait a
that
minute. No.
what?
No.
Yeah.
HBIC of Love and Hip Hop is a black woman. She is
Mona
putting
Scott?
these bitches on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right, yeah.
We fuck all the bullshit.
Tempt them hoes.
Yeah.
She is putting those women on the show.
But I'm talking about
Yeah.
before Love and Hip Hop.
Mhm.
This ain't just started. Before Love and Hip Hop,
Was
women had been, from the beginning of time, have been sleeping their way to get to where they want to
But
be.
women have brought that up. Men
But
ain't just can't say,
men-
give me that
No,
pussy you get
because
on.
what
Women
would-
that flaunted
men
that
wa-
shit.
No,
Happy
no.
birthday,
It's a
Mr.
lot of women
President.
that want to make it
Happy
and can't.
birthday,
Listen,
Mr.
listen,
President.
It's a lot of women
Y'all
that
It
want
goes
to
both
make
ways.
Women
It
flaunt
goes
that
both
shit.
ways. Because even
Listen,
Jada
women flaunt
spoke
that
on
shit.
her experience, which she came out with
Jada
it
did
during
shit
the
too.
Me Too thing, which I love
Jada
Jada.
did
She's
too.
auntie in my head, but she even came out and said with that old guy, I can't remember his name, but he's been in a lot of movies that we know and have watched or whatever. And her whole thing was, I was in a bind. He knew I was in a bind, and so he took advantage, whatever. But it was kind of like,
That's
okay,
called
well, you want.
game.
Right. It's
you
like
want something,
you
I
want
want something.
right. You that's exactly what I feel he said.
But
And
every-
she
That's
was
how we
looking
all
at it
feel.
like, okay, well, he's gonna do
Every
this and
female
help
does
me
it.
with
But-
some roles. So
But it's always been that. It's always
The bottom
men.
line is-
Both
Men
ways.
have always tried to get in women pocket. I mean, women pants, and women have always tried to get in men pants.
But you know what the
Opportunity.
problem is?
Pockets,
But you know what the
y'all
problem
panties.
is? You know what the problem is? Let me tell you where I fought the women at. I fought the women because the women will not stick together and eliminate men doing that.
Men are not
I-
sticking
instead of
together
seeing-
too.
no,
These trick-ass niggas.
Instead of
It's
seeing
the
her
women. She
and being
right.
like,
It's
what
the
is it
women.
that you do?
let's
Okay,
stand together.
let's link up and let's fuck with each other.
Right.
I don't want her to make it before me.
Right.
So I'm gonna shit on her. I'm
Right.
gonna hate on her.
Right.
I'm not
That's
gonna
just black
support
folks.
her. It's not black women, it's women
It's
in the
women.
industry.
It's
women,
Period.
period.
It's
bro.
women in
Women
the
in the
industry,
industry.
period. Because
Across
then
the
guess
board.
what? Let's
Oh,
just
Ooh,
let's just
ladies
say-
first.
let's
Ladies
just
first.
say I come
Queen
to you
Latifah
and I want my
dropped-
record played, right? I come to you and I want my record played. Why sleep with you because I want my record played? And she says, oh, well, I'm DJ Kim. Well, DJ Kim, play my record. You're
Right.
a female. I'm
Right.
a female.
Right.
Let's work together.
Right.
They won't do that.
But they won't.
They don't.
Well, if you want
know
your
what-
shit
know what
played,
record she
y'all
gonna play?
call me.
She gonna go
I'll
play.
play y'all
She gonna
shit.
go play his
You don't
record.
have to sleep
You
with
know what
me.
I'm saying?
Just
Because
their
now,
head, they got-
because now the DJ want to blow up. The DJ
Right.
want to be famous.
Right.
So now the
Everybody wanna
DJ
be
will
famous.
sleep with the rapper over here.
Right.
And you won't
The
help me
producers,
because you
the
don't want to be
DJs,
famous
the
because you want to be
engineers.
famous.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
everybody
Everybody
famous.
wants to be famous. The PRs want to be famous.
Right.
The managers want to be
Right.
famous. Like it used to be a time when the artist was
Was
the
the
artist,
one.
and then the team
Right.
pushed the artist.
It was
But
like
now
a
your
vehicle.
PR
Everybody,
wants to
somebody
be
got to be
famous.
the muffler.
Your manager
Everybody
wanna be
can't
famous.
be the
Your
steering wheel.
hairstylist
Yeah.
wanna be famous.
Everybody.
The
So-
makeup
And that's
artist.
why I said what I said, because I won't even like you'll see me post pictures and you won't even know who did my hair, you won't even know who did my makeup, because I paid you
I
for your
paid you.
services.
I don't owe you for the
I don't owe
promotion.
you to I don't
You're
right.
right.
Now
You're
if
right.
you're consistent with me, or
Yeah.
we got a contract.
Right.
Right, or we got a contract. Like I have at this point, I have makeup artists signed to Underwater Music Production, so I got options if I need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I'm gonna promote you because we got a contract. But I'm not just. I'm gonna pay you $100 to do a face beat, and then I'm gonna promote you on top of it.
Right.
Then you're gonna get too busy and feel like you too big when
Yeah.
I
To
hit
help
you
you
up.
when you need
Right,
it.
and then you won't even acknowledge that my consistent promotion
Is what got
you
you
all
to
those
that
clients.
position.
No.
Now the thing is, this is
Wrap it up, Vic.
Just to wrap it up. This is the thing. A woman's true power, and I don't care what nobody say.
Mind.
No,
Turn her legs.
Her mind.
it's her sexuality.
No.
Listen.
Don't put that
Listen.
out there,
No,
man.
no. Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy.
There's
Y'all
nothing
use
wrong
it.
with
Come on, y'all use
sexuality.
it. Y'all
What it
use
is
Y'all
it's
sexy beasts,
it's
y'all.
being-
Y'all both be
it's
sexy.
I think
being-
Hell, y'all
sexy,
pictures.
sexy
Y'all
can
wait a
sell,
minute,
but not sex.
wait.
Sexy can
Wait.
sell, but not sex.
Let me explain.
Sexy diva, you.
Let me explain.
Both of y'all sexy
Something is
ass.
wrong with you.
Because it's the truth.
Wait a minute. Let me explain.
Huh.
Let me
I
explain.
cannot.
I don't
Wait,
care.
wait,
It's
wait,
the
wait.
truth.
Wait. A woman's true power is her sexuality.
Yep.
The way she uses that.
Perfect.
It's
Like
gonna
Diamond
depend.
user. Go her page, y'all. Check it out. Sexy beast.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What it is
But it's classy.
You gotta know how to
It's
use
been-
it.
Don't
You
look,
gotta
I'm not
but
bouncing,
you
know
no
how
how
to use
twerking,
You know how to
nothing.
use it. Like somebody else who know how to use it. I fuck with real good. Jay Fresh.
Mm.
She working her ass off and shit.
I'm gonna have to check her out.
Right.
Like
Jay
every
Fresh.
woman use their
Jay
sexuality.
Fresh.
Prime example, when I watch
She here in
the
Houston
Cosby
too.
Show,
But how do
Felicia.
we use
Felicia
her
Rashad
sexuality?
was
Was sexy.
because She was that motherfucker was sexy.
So that's the difference that I want to make is
But
sexy,
yes, she was
sexy sells.
sexy.
But there are, especially in the female rap
Because they're
game,
being
they're selling
irresponsible.
exactly,
They're being
and I don't
irresponsible.
support that, and I don't follow that, and I don't even
I
want
don't
to see
either.
it on my timeline.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
don't
I
either.
let everybody know, like, hey, listen, I rock with you. If you text me, DM me, hey, I got an event coming up. I want you to show up. I want you to be. I'll be there. I'll rock with you in real life. But if you are promoting this woman on your page, I'm hitting that unfollow button. I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You wanna follow
I
that?
don't want to see
Now,
it.
she
I
don't
haven't
follow
seen it on
she
your
don't
page.
follow my black ass.
I haven't seen it on your page,
But she told
but
me
I don't
why.
want to see
But
it
she told me
because
why.
I need to take responsibility, like Oprah said,
That's
for my
me.
energy, for
I
my
got
thought
too many
process,
girls.
for what I'm
Yeah,
seeing
I
on my
know.
phone. So I want y'all to know, everybody listening, everybody tuning in, I love you. I love you. I care about you. I don't have no kids, and I even care about your kids.
Right.
I care about what your kids are going to see and be influenced by and how they're going to end up going
Exactly.
in life. And I don't even have no kids of my own.
That's what
And
I
I
want.
care that much. Now, if you as an individual don't care and you feel like, oh, everything she's doing is harmless. Oh, she's just 25, 26. Oh, she's a gutter bitch. Oh, she did this, she did that. And you want to make all the excuses in the world for her, more grease to your elbow. But I am not personally going to have your content coming in through my phone. You're going to have to DM me and let me know, hey, babe, I'm having an event on the 7th. Come through and I'm going to be there and I'm going to support you. But I don't want to see that mess on my phone.
got
And that's me.
Right.
That's
She
me.
can't
I'm not
believe
gonna
me,
sign
y'all.
it. I'm not gonna
Damn, I
co-sign
thought we was
everything because
better.
everybody else is
I haven't
doing it.
seen nothing.
No, he don't promote Cardi B.
Everybody
I
else
know
just
he
does
don't.
it because everybody
He don't promote anybody.
everybody co-signs everything that everybody else is
Except for
following,
me,
and I'm
he
different.
promoted
I'm
me.
just
I
not
signed
Yeah,
that.
that
he
way.
pushed yours.
He
yeah,
did.
he
He
But-
did.
And he should.
And another thing too.
I'm a follow
To
you
close
back.
it out,
Please,
right?
please
To close
do.
it out, women. And this is for the women. Remember,
Stop
you
selling that.
dictate culture.
Mm.
Women dictate what men do.
Yeah, we are. I do.
Can I just
Well,
piggyback
business.
off that real quick? I just want to say something. I would like to personally draw a direct straight line, a correlation between a lot of the stuff that's happening in the Black community and in the Latino community to what is being shown in the media as far as our cell phones, as far as the lyrical content of rap, hip hop, all of that type of stuff. And I feel like it's cyclical. this music is continuing to perpetuate girls going to the strip club looking for that, guys going to hit licks and doing all this type of stuff. And I believe in the power of auto-suggestion. I have literally seen myself think something, say it out loud, and manifest it that same day.
Right.
And I believe that music is the most powerful tool for auto-suggestion. So you listen to a song, you say, all my friends are dead, all my friends are dead, all day, and you wondering why you tweeting every week, R.I.P. Lil Johnny, R.I.P. this person. Because you singing that, you listen to that, you feeling it in your house, in your car, your kids, everywhere you go. And I feel like if you as an artist are trying to tell me that you so dope and you that bitch and you this hot girl and whatever, let me see you get on. Let me see you pop. Let me see you take off without having to put sucking dick, stealing another woman's man, having sex, whether it's in the car, in the back, in whatever, on the roof, wherever.
That's why.
Sticking your tongue out twerking. Let me see you do that.
And the cold shit about
If you cold, let me see your creativity and your innovation. If you really cold, until you can do that, to me, you're invisible.
You used to be in your windows. Like you had to wonder what
you had to think
But
right.
you know what? I want men.
Now it's like throwing a glass of water in your face.
Right.
You still left thirsty. Matter of fact, you might be pissed. Like, what the
fuck?
fuck?
Like, for example, saving all my love for you, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston talking about fucking the married man.
Yeah.
But
Aaliyah did it. Even Selena Quintanilla, even
Right.
Selena as angelic, everybody loves her.
Oh, yeah.
No Me Queda Más is about falling in love with a man who's got someone else.
Right.
all
But
there.
it's just the way it's put. Like, you can
Right,
talk about all different types of life situations because that shit happens.
Right.
But it's a difference between you being a woman and taking a glass of water and just being like, here,
Right.
and then being like, here's a glass of water. It's actually nutritious for you. Your skin gonna be fresh. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be out here shining
Just
like.
entertainment.
But you
No,
know what?
it's not just
It's not just
entertainment.
This is what I
entertainment.
want men-
Not when little
I guess I'm
4-year-old
just
girls
too
are talking
strong.
about they don't want to
It
go to
ain't got
school.
to
They
do
want to
with
grow
That's
up and be a
that
stripper.
goddamn mama
That's
fault.
good.
That is
That's
true.
her mama
But-
fault and shit
but
like that. 'Cause
men,
my
this is what I want
5-year-old
men
look.
to do.
That's why you need to listen to the Go
I
Get a
know.
Kids
This is what I
They're
want
gonna be
men to
positive.
do. I
They're gonna
want
be
men
doing their
to
own
start
shit.
being more. I want men to stop
Pantyhose.
glorifying this. Because
Be
let me
more
tell you something.
vocal
Let
about
me
what
tell you
y'all
something.
like.
These men, y'all glorify this shit and it's all cute. Until that's y'all daughter sucking dick on Instagram.
Exactly. They don't never want to. Man, I can't tell you
All
how
these
many.
men be talking about, oh, that's my princess.
Right,
My princess,
right,
okay.
right.
But when your princess is
Is
on
the
Instagram
one, right.
live sucking dick with
Right.
some dude, you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying,
Yeah.
is doing that, then you just remember
Yeah.
that it's
All
because
them people-
I'll never
all
shut this shit
My
down.
princess is not gonna do that.
I know you would like
Because
that. Okay.
Yeah, if
my
you,
daughters are
okay.
never. My daughters is never
Okay.
gonna suck dick. My
Look.
mom never sucked dick. My
Yeah.
sister do not suck dick.
Right.
It's not in it.
Because we was raised in our family as whatever happened in your bedroom, stay in your fucking
in your
bedroom.
bed,
Right.
lady
And
in
I'ma
the
raise
street,
my
but a
kids
freak
that
in
way.
the sheets.
Wait,
That
wait,
was like,
It's a lot of people that are raised like that, but guess what?
But they get
Because
caught
social
up.
media
It's
and everybody
blowing
is
up
because
going
they're
into their
parents
day,
like that,
they
right.
are
It's
changing
parents.
and they are
Parenting.
changing
it's
the
not
game.
parenting,
It's
man.
parenting.
You have a lot
I
of
have kids.
when you
Man.
have.
Listen,
We
Let me
got
tell you
kids.
something. Y'all,
got
man,
kids.
y'all, on a
Listen,
serious
don't get
note,
me-
You have
on a
kids?
serious
Don't
note,
get
on a
me
serious
serious
note,
note.
you
Parenting.
cannot be out here complaining about Black Lives Matter and being in an uproar when you see Alton Sterling and Sandra Bland and Philando Castillo and all these situations in the hood, all these cycles in the hood that you're saying that you want to end. We live in a technological age. This is not 1995.
It's all right.
Uber is a multi-million-dollar
Damn
company and
right.
doesn't own one
One
car.
Not one
Airbnb
car.
is
Right.
a multi-million
Yeah.
dollar
No
hospitality
housing.
industry, don't own one hotel.
Yeah.
As long as you have this, and everybody in the hood has this,
Yeah,
you have
damn right.
access to make money. You
Because-
don't have to drug nobody, rob nobody, rape nobody, and
you
promote
can
and
influence-
glorify
and
it.
you can influence people with this.
Exactly.
So stop like
It is.
co-signing everything everybody else just because everybody in the world is following this particular person. If you yourself know that that is some bullshit, you don't
Speak
have
up.
to entertain it and you don't have to follow it too. And then just because you're not doing it does not make you a hater.
Right.
Because
If you're not a hater, I just
Truth
don't
can't be
fuck
called
with it.
hating no more.
Yeah.
The bottom line is,
Parenting.
you got parenting, that's cool. But once again, the culture
Yeah.
dictates your child's
culture,
actions.
yeah.
Shit,
I
the
don't
culture
give a
don't have
damn
shit. When they come
How
in my
many
house,
parents parent shit and then their kids are sneaking
culture
online doing stuff their
exactly.
parents
that's
don't
the
even
main
know.
thing.
You know,
You
all
cannot
the
control your
opportunities, you
kids,
can't.
but you
Culture
can
dictates.
limit
So
and you
control-
can
so you
you can
need to
raise
start
them
trying to
right to
control
know
the
right from
culture.
wrong.
Yeah, you can do
And
all
they
that.
can
And they're gonna
still
slip
choose
it. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was the same one. I was into this culture shit. But when I come home, I make sure I act a certain type of way. I sold dope but I couldn't buy shit and bring shit home because my
Do
mama
you-
knew I ain't have no
It's
job.
not a
Wait a minute.
coincidence
I
that y'all
was
have an
raised-
awareness of what's right and wrong.
Wait.
There are people that are completely desensitized.
Because
That's
Cardi
what I'm
B,
saying.
because it's Cardi B raises Cardi B's raised by Cardi B
Exactly.
and Grandma Cardi B's. That's
Exactly.
why.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, y'all go ahead and give y'all social medias before we
Yeah,
get to go
man.
so they can follow y'all.
It's Bebushka. You can hit me up at BEBUSHKA Manetti. As soon as you put in BEBU, you'll see me. Alien Love.
This is your girl Diamond White, and you can follow me at I am Diamond White, and it's all spelled the way it sounds. I am Diamond White.
All right, cool.
And this is your boy. Now let me stop.
But anyway, we enjoy y'all coming
Thank
in.
Yes,
This
thank
was,
you for having
man, it was
us.
so exciting tonight.
It was, and guess what? We didn't even have to suck no dick to get here. We had to nobody. You feel me? What I'm saying? This is black magic
For real.
right here.
Ain't over
You
with.
know, so-
Yes, it is.
Nah, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. I'll fuck with both of y'all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
let me give a little shout out to my few Facebook people, man. They tune.
Big
Dean
girls.
Fisher, Norman, Doris Tappan. Nah, Doris not fat though. I got some fat women.
Hey,
Ain't nothing
Doris.
wrong with fat women. Shit. Nicole Diane. Let me
Get me.
see. Sheila. That's a hell of a name. Sheila. Okay. Anyway, Tiffany Cherry, Martha. That's a grown ass
He
woman.
said
That's
Martha.
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 You know,
Have you ever seen a little girl named Martha?
Not lately.
Yeah.
Arabia,
Yeah, that's the one that said she want to be the stripper.
Elnina,
Oh, hell
She
no.
been here before. That's why I see her.
Luquetta. Damn.
Luquetta.
Perigo.
How does
To
she
all
spell
of them.
that?
Just say to all the people. All the people follow. I fuck with y'all.
Anita,
Thank
Karen
you.
Rice and everybody. Adrian Anderson.
Thanks for
Appreciate y'all.
tuning in.
Gina, Monica,
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Texas 101 Jam,
Everybody
Sex
else.
and the City, Wednesday, and we out of here.
Dope.
Y'all women allow this shit.
Yeah, well,